This live Camdenton Lakers football game on Lake TV is brought to you by Slumberland Furniture, the Midmo Sports Network, Serdike Yamaha, Marcus Sikora State Farm, Holly Live Boat Lifts, Cool Breeze Marine, the prop specialists, Allie Holman Howe Funeral Home in Camdenton, Ozark Homes, Bridal Cave, Quick Car in Osage Beach, Bristle Barbershop and Academy, Clark Tire in Sunrise Beach, MSHSAA, Captain Ron's, Bear Market, The Butcher Shop in Camdenton, LOZ Boats, the #1 Lake of the Ozarks boating community on Instagram, and Hedges Scott Funeral Homes. It's time for the Slumberland Furniture pregame show.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to what promises to be the most exciting high school football game in the entire state of Missouri, and you get it live right here on Lake TV. William Holtz alongside Chris Schneider. It's your Slumberland Furniture pregame show, and Chris, West Plains, Camdenton, what a matchup we've got.
I think you said it all when you said it. This very possibly is the best matchup in the entire state tonight. You got two powerful rivalries going on here. Actually, a rivalry that West Plains has kind of dominated the last few years. They won big time last year at West Plains, but that was kind of in a monsoon, which didn't help the Lakers offense any. Both of the teams went far into the playoffs. They both lost in the quarterfinals last year. Both are expecting to go at least that far again this year. Yeah. So it's quite a clash.
Going to be an incredible night, and we've got an action-packed Slumberland Furniture pregame show for you tonight. We'll talk with both head coaches. We'll look at one special player, one for the Zizzers, one for the Lakers, and we'll figure out what both teams have to do to be victorious tonight. That and much more when we return to the Slumberland Furniture pregame show.
It's back, finally, Slumberland's clearance event. Our first clearance event in 3 years. Massive markdowns all over. Closeouts, floor samples, discontinued and one-of-a-kind items. Crazy low prices like beds as low as $199, sofas as low as $298, recliners as low as $198. Hey, did you know most Slumberland items can be in your home in a week? Hurry into our first clearance event in 3 years, in store at all Slumberland locations.
This is your home, your car, and you want to give them the protection they deserve. With home and auto insurance.
This is your Lake Area State Farm agent, Marcus Sikora, and I would love to be the one you trust for your insurance needs.
Welcome back, folks. It's Lake TV's Game of the Week, and it's your Slumberland Furniture pregame show. Chris Schneider, William Holtz, and Chris, you talked about it. The Zizzers, they had the Lakers number a season ago, and they've got a very good team this season.
Yeah, they do. It's interesting, though. They've got a first-year head coach, right? He has been a head coach before at Willow Springs, but this is his first year with the Zizzers, taking over for Steve Airy. He kind of followed Airy at both Willow Springs and now here at West Plains. So it'll be interesting to see, you know, sometimes when a school makes a big change like that, the coaching change, it has an effect on the program, obviously, because this is the top guy. Airy was a great coach. He's no longer here, and now this guy, Matt Perkins, has to prove himself. So far, 2 games in, he's doing pretty good, all right? So in game number 1, they beat up on Hillcrest. 42-14 was the final. Beat them pretty good. Last week, they took on Rolla, right? And this game was over pretty much in the first quarter. They had a 20-0 lead after the first quarter. It was 42-7 at halftime, and they just took the foot off the gas pedal at that point. But that goes to show you how powerful the Zizzers team can be. And by the way, nobody really knows what a Zizzer is, right? I mean, they just kind of came up with that name. 2 guys to keep an eye on. The big running back, his name is Braden Lidgard, and he is something else. We'll talk more about him coming up. This is a special kid. And the quarterback is Connor Rockley, and he's pretty good too. So we'll keep an eye on those 2 guys more than anybody for the Zizzers. And the coach Perkins was saying earlier that they're probably not missing any starters tonight. They're very healthy coming into this game. That is certainly going to help them out. But again, I think a huge factor might be first-year coach Matt Perkins, you know, here with the Zizzers and what kind of an effect that'll have. West Plains has kind of had the number of Camdenton the last few years. We'll see if that continues.
And Chris, right back to it, you talking about Zizzers head coach Matt Perkins.
Yeah, and I think he's got a lot to prove. He's got big shoes to fill, but you know, he's kind of followed Erie around for the last few years. He knows what he's doing, but it'll be interesting tonight. And you actually caught up with him just a couple of minutes ago to get his pregame thoughts.
I did.
West Plains head coach Matt Perkins. Now, Coach, big-time game. You've been a part of a lot of them, not as a head coach at West Plains, but part of a lot of big games. Any bigger than this one?
You know, we had some big ones last year. You know, this is a big one. It's the first big one this year that you really walk into, and you know it's a real big one. Hope our kids are ready to go.
You got some very talented players, starting with your quarterback, Connor Rackley. He's got an opportunity to break the school record for touchdown passes. Talk about that kid.
Yeah, you know, 4-year starter. I think he jumped in sometime in the middle of his freshman year. Nobody puts in more time and really has tried to hone their craft like that kid. He's a coach on the field and just a guy I trust.
Very good. Now let's look at your tailback, Braden Lidgard, one of the most prolific players to ever play in program. What do you think of that guy?
Folklore. I mean, he's a legend for all his days at West Plains, and just hope he can finish it the right way and that I can do him justice because he's special. It's nice to have him.
Coach, talk about coming in. Obviously, all the hype being 2 top 5 teams. Talk about coming in and playing at Jaws of Death, Bob Shore Stadium.
Hey, man, you just like the good atmosphere. It's like you said, we got great weather tonight. We're going to have it, they're going to have it popping here. It's going to be loud. Coach Shore came to me beforehand and said, hey, one of us is going to find out, who's good. It's early in the year, and, I think we got 2 good teams on the field tonight, and hopefully we'll all show it.
Coach, hey, man, good luck tonight, and look forward to seeing how it plays out.
Thanks a lot.
That's head coach Matt Perkins.
So you heard what he had to say. Obviously, Matt Perkins knows this is a big-time game at Bob Shore Stadium, but he has some serious weapons.
Yeah, he really does. I mean, he's got the 2 keys on offense. He's got a great quarterback at this point who is racking up some big numbers, and an even better running back at this point. And Coach Jeff Shore was telling me earlier this week, these kids have been playing for West Plains since they were freshmen and playing well. So they're not just good, they're veterans. They know what they're doing. They've been here before. This is not going to be too big for them.
Right, you talk about quarterback Connor Rockley, and he is on the verge of setting the school mark for all-time touchdowns. He has 36 right now, and the school record is 37. We could see him break that tonight. Also, I love about Rockley, he's completing 71% of his passes. He's incredibly efficient. But one kid, we talked about him already, Braden Lidgar. What a stud, Chris.
Yeah, he is our Cool Breeze Marine Spotlight Player of the Week for the Zizzers, right? Now, this kid, he's wearing number 5, so keep an eye on number 5 tonight for West Plains. As he goes, usually the Zizzers go. So for the season so far, he has 21 carries 402 yards, and that is 2 games. So he's averaging over 200 yards a game, over 19 yards per reception. So he not only runs, but he catches the ball. He's got 5 touchdowns, and last week alone he ran for 234 yards. So this kid is really strong. He's really powerful. As you watch him run tonight, he has all of the assets that you need. All right, he's got great vision, so he sees holes opening up. He's very quick, so he can get to the holes. He's very fast once he gets into open territory, so he's really hard to catch, and he's strong.
Right.
So, I mean, he's the whole package. That is why he's our Spotlight Player of the Week.
Yeah, Chris, and he comes in with an astonishing 5,243 career rushing yards, currently 17th all-time in the history of the state of Missouri. You're talking running backs, Tony Temple, Ezekiel Elliott, some incredible names, and if he gets 7,000 for his career, which he needs about 1,800 yards at this point in time, he'd be just the 7th player to ever do that in the history of the state. So we're talking a very, very special individual, and that's who the Lakers are going to have to key on tonight. That and, of course, Rockley.
Yeah.
Speaking of the hometown Camdenton Lakers, we all know what happened a season ago, a season that ended in heartbreak. However, they rebound in the offseason. They seem to get stronger, and they're off to a fast start. 2-0, averaging 51 points a game, and they're the second-ranked team in the entire state for Class 4. Not only that, Chris, they have the #1 quarterback in the entire state of Missouri, Paxton DeLorean. And let's show you what this young man accomplished in last week's game. He had 6 touchdown passes and 1 touchdown rush in the first quarter alone. He was the KY3's Ozarks Sports Zone Athlete of the Week in the entire state of Missouri. On top of that, he broke Coach Jeff Shore's all-time Laker passing record for touchdowns. Jeff Shore had 51. He set that record in 1987. 32 years later, as the head coach, Jeff Shore watches Paxton DeLorean break his record, and I got a chance to talk with Laker head coach Jeff Shore a little bit ago.
By Camdenton head coach Jeff Shore. Now, Coach, obviously always a big game. You only get a few of them each season, but 2 top 5 teams, this one feels pretty big.
Oh, yeah, you know, to get a chance to play a game like this in early season, fantastic. I mean, beautiful weather. Our crowd will be unbelievable. West Plains will travel well. We're ranked 2, they're ranked 5, so, I mean, really can't ask for anything else.
Some of the best athletes in the state featured in tonight's game. Talk about Paxton DeLorean, your quarterback. Broke your record last week, and kind of what that meant to you.
Oh, it was great. Chance to get to coach a guy that breaks a record that I happen to hold, you know. It was fantastic. He's just a blast to watch. I mean, like I say, if you haven't got a chance to see him play, I'm a big fan. Sometimes I get caught watching him play, you know. Yeah. So he's done a great job, and you know, hopefully tonight he can continue that.
Now, you obviously got great players, but so does your opponent, the Zizzers, starting with their lead tailback. Talk about one of the most prolific players in all the state.
Yeah, he is. You know, he has hurt us. He hurt us as a freshman down here. He returned the kickoff going back this way in a playoff game against us, and you know, since then he's been a problem for us. He is number 5 lit guard. He is a fantastic back. I think he's got a chance to rush for 7,000 yards in his career. Only I think 4 guys have ever done that, maybe in the state of Missouri. So he'll be a load for us to handle, and the quarterback on top of it, Rackley, is also a good one. So you know, they come in, they're state quarterfinals team from last year, just like we are. So it'll be 2 really good ball clubs going at each other.
Coach, where would you rather be than right here, right now?
This is awesome. I just so glad the weather turned out so good. So honored that so many people are going to come out and watch this game tonight, and it's just a neat thing for our community. Our kids are going to play hard, I know that, and you know, whatever happens, happens.
Coach, good luck. We'll see you after the game.
Guys, thanks for being here tonight. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Camdenton head coach Jeff Shore.
Yeah, obviously Coach Shore excited for tonight's contest, and why wouldn't he be? And all the attention, Chris, has really been on this Laker offense, and why not? They're averaging over 50 points a game. Paxton DeLorean back in the driver's seat. But you really got to look at this Laker defense. We saw it in week 1 here at home. this was the strength of the Lakers that night. Paxton Laurent was a little shaky early. The offense had a couple of costly turnovers. It was the defense that did it. Court Petty, telling you what, an incredible D. And you have Marcus Stevens on the interior, and then leading the charge at the linebacker position. It's Camdenton Lakers Spotlight Player of the Game tonight, presented by Cool Breeze Marine, the prop specialist. It's Ryan Mawson. This kid's the quarterback of the defense at the linebacker position. He also will play fullback at times on the offensive side. And right now, he's got 15 tackles on the season, 4 of those for a loss, 2.5 sacks, Chris, and a forced fumble, and he flies around the field. One thing I love about Ryan Mawson, he's dreamt of this since he was 10 years old. He's been a big-time Camdenton Lakers supporter and fan coming from the Mawson family. This is what he dreamt of doing, was one day playing on Friday nights under the lights at the Jaws of Death Bob Shore Stadium. And it's come to fruition, Chris, and not only is he playing for these Lakers, but he's a playmaker and a dynamic individual who really, really sets the tone on this defensive side for Camdenton.
You know, it's interesting when you talk to these coaches every week when they play these conference games, it's a rivalry, right? You know, I mean, and that week it's the biggest rivalry of the year. Now, this one is special because both these teams are ranked in the top 5 in the state. Both these teams think they can win a state championship this year. Both of these teams are very powerful on both offense and defense. And as big as this game is, this is not the be-all, end-all.
Right.
There's a good chance they might meet again somewhere down the line in the playoffs, but it does make a statement. It makes a statement for the conference. Who's the team to beat in the conference? It does make a statement around the state. People are keeping an eye on this, on who is the team to beat, and tonight we're going to find out.
Interesting enough, Chris, you kind of talked about how West Plains had kind of owned Camdenton recently. The all-time mark, only 19 matchups between these two. Camdenton owns the overall mark at 13-6. However, under Coach Shore, he's 4-5 in 8 seasons, including the last 5 years. Camdenton's lost 5 of 6 games to West Plains. The 1 year in the last 5 seasons they beat them in 2016, West Plains then got them in the district opener. So for whatever reason, Coach Shore has struggled against the Zizzers, and you know, more now than ever, he'd love to shake that.
Yeah, absolutely. But again, I go back to the coaching change at West Plains. Coach Shore had problem with the Zizzers under a different coach.
That's right.
They've got a lot of these the same players. They got the same system, but this is an unproven coach for West Plains at this level. Obviously, they're a very good team. I mean, they come off a great season last year. Their first 2 games, very impressive. So they're going to be tough to beat. But they do have a first-year head coach here, and Matt Perkins is going to have to prove himself.
And he's done that so far, but for sure, the biggest test of his young head coaching career on the road, the second-ranked team in the state, and probably the toughest place to play, either here or I would say probably Webb City would be the other place. You don't like to go as a visiting team because of just the prestige, the fans, the environment around the entire town of Camdenton, Chris. You know, you work here. You're the sports director at 107.9 The Coyote, and this town lives Camdenton Lakers football.
Yeah, well, absolutely. Every town at this time of the year, they live their high school football. Camdenton is very, very fortunate that they got such a good program, such a good team, and that they're a contender for the state championship.
Both of these teams have state championship aspirations, and it starts right here on Lake TV's Game of the Week. We now direct our attention to midfield. We see our captains meeting with our officiating crew. A big shout out to the Missouri State High School Activities Association, Chris. The first couple of weeks, I've been really impressed what I've seen from the officiating crews across the state, especially in both of our Games of the Week.
Yeah, you were telling me going into the season, you get on the officials all the time. I haven't heard you get on the officials once yet.
Well, they've made it easy to get behind him, Chris, and a shout out to Jason West and their entire crew, because right now officials are down in the state of Missouri. Misha needs good officials. So those of you at home who love the game and have either played in high school or college, or maybe your playing days are over, but you want to stay active and you want an opportunity to stay close to the game, go check out Missouri State High School Activities Association online and find out how you can become the next Missouri State High School official.
You know, that's an important job. It really is a big, important job, and it's not an easy job. If you think you're up for the challenge, step up and do it.
That's going to conclude tonight's Slumberland Furniture pregame show. It's time for football, Chris. It looks like West Plains won the toss. They're ready to get the ball game started. They took the football first. Camdenton will get it to start our second half, so the stage is set. We'll take a short commercial break. When we come back, the West Plains Scissors, the Camdenton Lakers, live on Lake TV.
Hi, this is Kendall Surdike, and at Surdike Yamaha, we have been selling and serving the Ozarks for almost 50 years. We've learned during that time that our customers expect the best in their Yamahas, with same-day service and even courtesy loaner units. That is why at Surdike Yamaha, you receive 1 year of free scheduled maintenance with every new and used recreational Yamaha bought. You can have more fun with your Yamaha boats and wave runners that are assembled right here in the USA and won't have to worry about maintenance costs for the first year because it is on us.
You ride on a reputation.
And welcome back. It is game time, ladies and gentlemen. Lake TV's coverage of live high school football from the jaws of death, Bob Shore Stadium, 2 top 5 powerhouses. The number 5 West Plains Scissors in your hometown. The number 2 ranked Camdenton Lakers. Chris Snyder alongside William Holtzen. It is time for high school football. Chris, where would you rather be?
Nowhere.
Than right here, right now.
I was just thinking that. I mean, the weather is perfect. The field is perfect. You got a big-time matchup of top 5 ranked teams in the state. Wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
Luke Galbraith set to kick. And off of his big left foot into the end zone for a touchback. That's Lidgard back to return the kick, and the West Plains Scissors start 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
See, now this first drive is going to be important. It's going to set some sort of a tone here. It's either going to set a tone for the Scissors and what they can do on offense, or it's going to set a tone for the Lakers being able to hopefully slow down West Plains. Last year when they met, West Plains won it big. They won it going away, but they were at home, and weather was kind of on their side in this one. We'll see how it plays out tonight.
And I'm interested to see what Connor Rackley does here tonight. Only 24 pass attempts, Chris, on the season. They don't pass a ton, but incredibly efficient. 17 of 24, 4 touchdowns and just 1 interception. So Rackley now out of the shotgun. He'll be passing on 1st down out into the flat. Has his man Alan Marchak, and he's all the way up to the 29-yard line, has 9 yards.
Yeah, and one of the things that make the Scissors so successful is they run the ball so well. It sets up the passing game. It opens up a lot of those passing lanes like that one.
Marchak, the leading receiver for the Scissor team. Now here's 2nd down and short. It's going to be a 1st down. Ryan Mawson, the stop there. Ball carrier for the Scissors, that's number 29, Titus Seeley. Titus Seeley comes in having a solid season thus far, rushing the football. It's only a 7th carry, Chris, but he comes in averaging 10 yards a tote.
Well, you know what? When you got a stud running next to you like Lidgard, again, it makes it easier for you to run the ball, too.
Once again, Titus Seeley to the outside. The Lakers try and contain. First man there and able to make the stop, and Seeley now makes his way up to the 36-yard line for positive yardage.
First 3 plays, West Plains has gone to the right side. They've obviously got a game plan coming in, and they like something over there on the right side because they've been pounding it early.
And you'll notice Braden Lidgard, their running back, he's been lined up at the wide receiver position here almost as a decoy. They're coming his way now as Rackley throws it, hits a lineman in the leg, so falls incomplete. Going to bring up 3rd down, or first 3rd down. Now, Chris, you mentioned earlier how Braden Lidgard had averaged 20 yards a catch. He also averages 20 yards a rush.
Yeah, this kid is, and it's interesting that they've come out with the look that they have and have put him on the outside so far. And there he is again out on the left.
So 3rd down and 5. Lakers would love to get a stop here on the Scissors opening possession. Lidgard in motion. Rackley now Gives to him on the misdirection. Tries to get outside and able to. Lakers stop the Zizzers. First man there, Hunter Leedy with the stop, and it's going to bring a 4th down and about 2. I think it's time to punt the football, Chris.
Well, maybe, but they look like they're lining up to go for it, and they've got a powerful enough offense. They think they can get these a lot of times.
Connor Rackley looking to the sideline. Play clock still at 20, so plenty of time there. Chris, he wants to get the right play, and this Laker crowd should get loud here.
Here they go.
Titus Seeley. Trucks 40's got a Zizzer first down, and great push by the Zizzer front 5 there to gain momentum for the Zizzers and allow Seeley to pick up that first down.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, West Plains has had so much success the last few years. They feel like a 4th and 2, that they can handle that on a regular basis.
And how about Titus Seeley? Only 6 carries coming in, already 3 on this opening possession, including a big 4th and 2. Here's Rackley now to the sideline. Really nice catch on the outside. Once again, that's Alan Marchuk, his leading receiver, who comes in only with 7 catches. That's his 9th already, but he has 3 touchdown receptions in just 2 games, Chris. I'm no math major, but you average a touchdown and a half a game. Those are going to be some good numbers by the time you hang it up.
Nice gain there on first down with a pass out to the right. He had plenty of room. He was open there on the sideline. Nice catch, though. He kept his feet in bounds and secured the ball.
So 2nd down and 5 now. Rackley calls Lidgard in motion. He'll line up at his left side. Lidgard will take the carry to the right side. He has a hole before being taken down after a positive gain of about 2 or 3. First man there, Jace Nicholas with the stop for the Lakers.
Yep, and this is what the Zizzers like to do. They put themselves in 3rd and short. So they've got a 3rd and 1. They feel very comfortable about being able to pick that up. But if, you know, they can take a shot downfield too, because they feel good about going for it on 4th down.
That's a good point, and if they're going to do it at their own 40-yard line, you know they're going to do it in Laker territory.
Yeah.
So 2 down territory here for the Zizzers. It really, the possibilities are endless here on offense. Lidgard now in motion. He'll take the snap, coming back across your set. One guy to beat. He's across the 35 all the way down to the 33-yard line. That's a big-time gain of 15 yards and another first down presented by Quick Car in Osage Beach. And look at the quick feet right there by Lidgard.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see what we were talking about in the pregame show. This kid has everything you need to be a really good running back, and pretty good line in front of him, too, to open up the hole there. But he showed good strength and good quickness.
Rackley now takes the snap. Titus Seeley up the middle. First man there holding on for dear life under the pile. Big Marcus Stevens with the stop. Going to bring up 2nd down and 10 after no gain on first down. Stevens inside. That's Ross Reinhardt. Told us to keep an eye on him. In the trenches doing all the work. He said, give me some credit, and you got to give Stevens credit, especially on that play.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I'm really impressed already with this West Plains offensive line. They're big, and they've been opening up some holes.
Lidgard now in motion, takes the sweep, tries to get outside, has the corner, across the 20, there goes Lidgard inside the 10, finally taken down at about the 5-yard line. That's going to be a 27-yard gain, a Zizzer first down, presented by Quick Car, and they're already inside the Marcus Sikora red zone. They have it 1st and goal at the 5-yard line, Chris.
Yeah, we talked about it at the very start, the first play of this drive. Somebody's going to make a statement, and right now West Plains is the one making the statement on offense.
Against the Laker defense, giving up just 9.5 points a game through 2 weeks. Rackley out of the shotgun. He keeps it on the read option into the end zone, and on the first play from goal, it's a touchdown. It's Rackley from 5 yards out, and with 8:14 to go, West Plains strikes first.
Yeah, nice play. Again, they've got so many weapons. You know, when you're trying to defend them, when the Lakers are watching this, who do you keep your eye on? You know, do you keep your eye on the running back going the other direction? That time they do a little misdirection. The left side opened up, and 5 yards, and he's in.
Owen Fisher in the kick for the Zizzers. Jesse Hudson will hold for the Zizzers, and 6-0. Really impressive first possession on offense for the Zizzers. They really maintained the clock and marched right down the field. The extra point is up, and it's good. So 3 minutes and 46 seconds into the game, the Zizzers lead the Lakers 7-0. We'll be right back on Lake TV after this.
Your vehicle, it's part of who you are. It's your partner in weekday traffic and your passport to weekend fun. It's your sometimes office and your all-the-time concert hall. For all your vehicle is to you, isn't it time you did something for it too? Check out the Quick Car Monthly Unlimited Wash Club. For only $25 a month, wash your car as often as you want. You'll enjoy significant savings. Join the Wash Club today. Quick Car. Quick, easy, and professional every time.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Lake TV's coverage of live high school football. And tonight, the West Plains Zizzers, they strike first, Chris, and they're up 7-0.
Yeah, you know, and that's exactly what you want to do when you're on the road in a big matchup like this, is come in and, try to do what you do best, make a statement, and they did exactly what they wanted to do. They got the ball, they took it right down the field. They had to convert on 1 4th down to get it done. The Lakers had stopped them, but the Zizzers took the chance, went for it on 4th and 2. It paid off, and it got them into the end zone.
No doubt, Chris. So with 8:14 left, Camdenton, they're going to get their first crack on offense.
And they have to answer. They got punched in the mouth on defense. Now the offense needs to step it up.
Alan Marchaw kicks, fielded at about the 24. Lakers front man with a nice heads-up play to grab that. He's across the 30 up to the 32 is Blake Jackish, the junior, with the heads-up play, and the Lakers have it 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Pretty good field possession to get started for the Lakers. Now, as you talked about in the pregame show, the Lakers come off a big win last week where they just scored pretty much at will whenever they want to. This West Plains defense is going to be a lot stouter. It's going to be a lot tougher, but the Lakers feel like they can do what they do too, and that if they're doing what they do, they can pretty much score as they want to. We'll see how that plays out.
So Paxton DeLaurent will start with an empty backfield out of the shotgun, 5 wide receivers. Into the flat, Jace Nicholas. First one there, breaks his first tackle, has a Laker first down up to the 43-yard line. Jace Nicholas with the extra effort.
Yeah, that was very nice, and that, again, that's what the Lakers love to do. They like that short pass. That one was open there in the left flat. Nice, strong run after the catch.
Nice second effort, and I like what Paxton did. Quick hitter. We know he loves those quick passes, as he's now going to have to run a lot of field across midfield and gets down after gaining another first down presented by Quick Car already into Zizzer territory. And just like that, the Lakers 2 plays and 2 first downs.
Yeah, and boy, the C's opened up for them right there. It makes an amazing difference when your quarterback can run, and that just gives West Plains another thing to think about.
Laurent through the air now, has Ezzard across the 35 to the 34. What a bullet, and Ezzard got great separation off the line of scrimmage. Cooper Ezzard, younger brother of Jackson Ezzard, the junior. He's had himself a big year. 3 touchdown catches in the first half last week.
3 plays, 3 first downs.
Here's Ezzard again on the wide receiver screen, inside up to the 24-yard line, right at that first down marker. And if this is a first down, that's the first 4 plays we've seen a Quick Car first down.
You know what? The Lakers are, they're punching right back. The Zizzers did what they wanted to do on the first drive, and the Lakers are answering in kind.
Here's a little fade route, looking for Talon Rendazzo, who's unable to pull it down. Talon Rendazzo has had a good year so far, both on offense and defense, and he's been part of this program now the last few seasons, and he's been waiting to get his opportunity to shine, and he's had a really good year so far.
Nice pass. It was right on the money. Could have been caught. It would have been a tough catch, but it was a real nice opportunity.
Yeah, Paxton put that ball where only the receiver had an opportunity. So 3rd and 1 now, the first third down for the night for Camdenton. Eli Griffin in motion. Oh, and the Zizzers all over that, but what an effort by wide receiver number 13 for Camdenton, Ethan Harris. How about that?
Nice. Harris, he took the shot, he fought through it, and he got the first down. The first, as you mentioned, the first third down for the Lakers. They got it done.
That's all Ethan Harris. He really had no blocks. 2 Zizzers were all over him. He was taken down 2 yards shy of the line to gain, and it was the second effort that gave the Lakers a first down. Here's DeLaurent now to Randazzo, and that's a second ball in the hands of Talon Randazzo, and he's been fairly sure-handed, but that's 2 plays I bet he wishes he had back.
Yeah, absolutely. But again, that wouldn't have been an easy catch, but it was very catchable. And I'm guessing he's having a talk with himself right now. It probably won't happen again.
2nd down and 10. Ball at the 23-yard line. Ball's tipped and then tipped again. Nice play from the cornerback position. That's number 34, Caden Parker, the senior. He's actually a strong safety, came up to play the slot receiver, and that is great man coverage.
Yep. So here we go, a 3rd and long for the Lakers. So far on this drive, they've had things their way. This is the first 3rd and long they've had to face.
Outside, Eli Griffin on a swing pass inside the 10. Shoulder down, and another Laker first down. 15-yard gain, and inside the Marcus Sikora red zone where the Lakers will have it first down and goal.
2 for 2 on 3rd downs for the Lakers on this drive. That one was a long one. They nailed it.
1st and goal from the 8-yard line. DeLaurent. He's going to step up, throw, has his man, Randazzo, touchdown! Sweet poetic justice and redemption for Talon Randazzo, this time from 8 yards out, and that is the 10th touchdown pass in the career, or of the season, for Paxton DeLaurent. He beats his old record as the all-time leading touchdown passer in Camdenton Laker history. And there's Randazzo making a really nice play, Chris.
Yeah, Randazzo with a nice catch right on the goal line. He was knocked out, but when he caught it, he was in. And that was an RPO. That's a run play option. Quarterback could have run it. He threw it.
The extra point is up, and it's good as Galbraith. He's been perfect so far this season, and the Lakers 7, West Plains 7. We'll be right back on Lake TV after this.
Polylift boat lifts. Boaters everywhere have relied on Polylift boat lifts to raise their boat up and out of the water time and time again. Polylift boat lifts are made of the finest materials and offer a lifetime warranty on the tanks. Stop by Polylift and see the huge selection of wet steps, water toys, and dock accessories. You can even shop online at polylift.com. Polylift boat lifts. You know what they say.
We don't just build boat lifts, we build Polylifts.
And we're back. Lake TV's coverage of live high school football every night every Friday night throughout the 2019 season. I'm William Holtz alongside the legendary Chris Schneider. And Chris, I'll tell you what, it's been a really good year for us broadcasting games. Our first couple of games have been pretty fun, but this one, it feels different.
This one's special, yeah. I mean, you got 2 teams here, who are very legitimately could win state championships this year. And what you saw on the first drives of the game, West Plains came out, they did what they do best. They took the ball down the field, they scored. Lakers got the ball, they weren't phased at all. They got right on the horse, did what they do best, went down the field, and scored a touchdown.
So it's been tick for tack so far. Both teams one possession and one scored. Here's Lidgard on a kick return. Uh-oh, look out, here he goes across the 50, and he will score. Braden Lidgard with an answer for West Plains. Wow, Chris, Lidgard has done it catching the football. He's done it running the football, and nearly from 100 yards out, he very nearly, or he did. He went all the way, Chris. How about that speed?
I tell you what, we talked about it during the game. We said, keep your eye on number 5 because he can do everything for West Plains. He can obviously run the ball. He can catch the ball. Now he shows us he can return the ball on a kickoff. He goes 100 yards, wasn't even touched on that one. It's pretty impressive.
Chris, when I asked you to keep scoring plays before the game, you said, well, that could get tricky. We're not even 6 minutes into the first quarter. We've already had 3 scores.
Yeah.
The extra point is up, and it's good off the foot of Owen Fisher. So the Camdenton Lakers score a touchdown on the ensuing kickoff. Braden Lidgard from 98 yards to the house, and West Plains leads the Lakers 14-7. We'll be right back on Lake TV after this.
Lake of the Ozarks is the boating capital in Missouri. Did you know that your prop is the most important part of your boat? With 27 years of propeller repair at Lake of the Ozarks, Cool Breeze Marine, the prop specialist, is the choice for you. The most advanced in propeller repair and scanning, Cool Breeze Marine, the prop specialist, can help you boat smarter, go farther, and last longer on beautiful Lake of the Ozarks. Cool Breeze Marine, the prop specialist. Go with the best or stay on shore with the rest.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and on the ensuing kickoff, head coach Jeff Shore feels like there could have been 1, maybe 2 illegal blocks in the back, but when they're not called, Chris, you just got to deal with it, and the Lakers now are going to have to find a way to answer, because right when we thought they had, wow, do the West Plains Scissors come right back.
Yeah, that was, a wake-up call for the Lakers kickoff team. The next time they kick the ball off, they got to do a lot better job than that. But the last drive the Lakers had, they answered what West Plains did. They're going to have to do it again, and after their success on the first drive, they're feeling pretty confident they can do it.
Tommy Keller with the kick. That's a dangerous one. Fielded inside the 20 by Jace Nicholas, and he's up to about the 27. Actually stepped out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So Camdenton, 1st and 10 at their own 25. And Chris, last time Camdenton had the football on their opening possession, they looked very, very efficient.
Yeah, they were. They had 2 third downs. They converted on both the third downs. They had 1 third and long, and they picked up over 10 yards. And of course, when they scored, it was from 8 yards out. So, and what quarterback, which
well, real quick, Chris, sorry to cut you off. We're going to take a commercial break. We'll be right back on Lake TV after this.
Hi, I'm Tyler Loftus with Ozark Homes. If you're in the market for a new home, or you may be considering building, I encourage you to look into custom-built modular homes. Our modular homes are built, financed, and insured like a regular house. We invite you to visit our display lot right on Highway 5 in Laurie at Lake of the Ozarks. Each home we have on display shows different features from kitchen layouts, floor plans, bathroom options, and much more. We can customize floor plans based off what you, the customer, are wanting. Ozark Homes, family-owned, operated, and making homeowners' dreams come true for over 30 years.
Back just in time for the 1st and 10 as DeLorean out of the shotgun pump fake. Looking downfield, that's Jace Nicholas, who will catch it inside the 40, inside the 20. He will score from 75 yards out. No flags on the field. And how about the answer, Chris?
Amazing. I mean, this is like a heavyweight fight already, and we still have 5 minutes and 48 seconds to go in the first quarter. West Plains goes 100 yards for a kickoff return. First play on offense, the Lakers respond with, what, a 75-yard touchdown pass.
And Nicholas did a great job because it was a nice throw. He came and got the football. He turned the afterburners on, and Jace Nicholas from 75 yards out puts the Lakers right back in it, and we are an extra point away from tying it up. Galbraith, the extra point is up, and it's good. And oh boy, Chris, don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We have an absolute barn burner. We'll be back on Lake TV after this.
Discovered over a century and a half ago, Bridal Cave continues to amaze those who venture through it. As you tour through Bridal Cave, you'll see massive onyx formations, giant columns, and the one and only Mystery Lake. Bridal Cave's unique stalactite-adorned bridal chapel has provided a truly unique backdrop for over 3,000 couples from around the world. Bridal Cave is open daily, rain or shine. Guided tours leave every few minutes. Come explore the lake's favorite natural attraction. Explore Bridal Cave today.
We are back here at the Jaws of Death. Bob Shore Stadium. I'm William Holtz alongside the legendary Chris Schneider here as Lake TV brings you live Camdenton Laker football. And Chris, we knew this one had the possibility of being an absolute shootout, but 6 minutes into this ball game, we've had some big time fireworks.
I mean, there are a lot of games that you haven't seen as much fireworks after 4 quarters that we've seen in just a half quarter of just a half quarter of this game so far. So here we are, 14-14. The Lakers, the last time they were in this position, they kicked off and they got it thrown down their throat with a kickoff return for a touchdown. They better pick it up on this one.
So as Galbraith sets the kick, once again goes deep. This time it's not Lidgard, probably much to the dismay. And uh-oh, here they go again. This time it's number 16, Owen Fisher. And although the Camdenton faithful is happy about the stop, Camdenton has to find a way to shorten the field on these kickoffs. What I was going to ask you, Chris, is if you're Camdenton, would you consider maybe a high pooch kick, trying to drop it between the 35 and the 30-yard line?
I definitely would after those 2 kickoffs.
Because what you do is you allow your team to get down and cover. You also allow, if no one can field it, it's a live football. You definitely don't want to allow the Scissors to keep returning it like this.
If you've noticed, that's what West Plains has been doing on their kickoffs, angling them kind of a pop-up kickoff.
Titus Sealy with the handoff. He's got good yardage, makes the first guy miss, finally taken down at about the 29. We'll give him the 30-yard line. That's a 23-yard run for Titus Sealy. And Chris, just like that, Camdenton answered. Well, here come the Scissors. They have it 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
I think both the defenses are in a bit of shock right now, what the opposing offenses have been able to do to them.
Here's Rackley now rolling to his right side. Comes back, and nice job. First guy there for the Lakers, Colin Thomas. He hit Alan Marchok, the leading receiver, but really impressive coverage there by Thomas, limiting Marchok to just a 6-yard gain.
Yeah, but it was a nice gain on first down, and the Scissors with a 2nd and fairly short, they are where they want to be.
Marchuk now, and he will score just like that. There are penalty markers on the field. Our first of the quarter, Ozark Holmes penalty flag. We'll wait and see, but there's 2. One at the 20-yard line, one at the 10-yard line. So wait and see what the official calls.
I tell you what, it was a wide open hole for him to run through. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't get a hold here.
Titus Sealy's had a nice game rushing the football. As it stands, that'd be a 24-yard touchdown. But the officials here are talking it over, and something tells me this one's coming back.
Yeah, it looks like they're bringing it back. And 2 officials, it looks like, saw the same thing. You know, this has been a really clean game so far. Very few penalties. Both the offenses have shown that they can move the ball pretty much at will. They're very strong, very powerful. Penalties might come into play, because that might be something where these guys are stopping themselves.
2nd down and 13 after our first penalty of the game, one that negated a long touchdown. First carry here is Lair as he's up the middle. He's down to about the 25-yard line. Connor Lair with the carry. He's had a good season so far. He comes into tonight's game, 7 carries for 136 yards. He averages 20 yards a touch. Chris, he also catches the football, 3 receptions for 36 yards and a touchdown. That's his first carry, and big yardage there. We'll give him 8. Going to bring up 3rd down and 5. A big-time 3rd down here.
Huge 3rd down here. The Lakers defense has had a really hard time stopping West Plains, and they need a stop here.
3rd and 5. Lidgard takes the snap. It's going to be an end around. It's Lair now going the other way, and he's inside the 5. Lowers the shoulder and just runs over the would-be Laker tackler. And how about Connor Lair from 25 yards out to the house, and the Scissors back in front, 20-14. And Connor Lair laid the boom on Connor Thomas.
Yeah, you know, that's one of those situations where he could have gone into the end zone without making the hit, That guy likes contact because he went after the hit to make a statement.
Colin Thomas, rather, I apologize. Connor Thomas, the brother of Colin Thomas, who suffered that terrible injury in week 1. So he's not out there tonight. You see him right there, Chris, on the sideline sporting his number 9. So a shout out to Connor Thomas as the extra point is up, and it is good for Owen Fisher. So the Zizzers 21, the Lakers 14. You're watching exclusive coverage of Camdenton Lakers football on Lake TV.
Guys deserve to be pampered and look good too. At Bristle Barbershop and Academy in Camdenton, we make you look dapper ready. We provide traditional to modern cuts along with classic straight razor, hot neck and facial shaves too. Bristle Barbershop and Academy is perfect for bachelor events, groomsmen, and any special occasion. Search for us on Google, Facebook, and our Bristle Barbershop Academy website. Bristle Barbershop and Academy, located off South Business 5 in Camdenton, near the VFW.
And we're back here at Bob Shore Stadium. William Holtz alongside Chris Schneider here in Camdenton, Missouri. Couldn't ask for a much more beautiful evening, Chris. Look at this skyline that paints the sky right above beautiful Bob Shore Stadium, and it looks kind of just like cotton candy.
Yeah, it is beautiful. So the offenses have made their statement already in this game that they're pretty much unstoppable so far. It's been West Plains with their power and their run game. It's been Camdenton with their pass game, and the Lakers are going to have to answer again.
And the kick from Tommy Keller hits at the 5 and checks up. Fielded by Jace Nicholas at his own 5-yard line. Across the 20, there he goes. Across the 30, finally taken down at the 33 by the kicker, Tommy Keller. But how about the patience of Jace Nicholas on that return, Chris?
Yeah, wow, that was pretty amazing. He just kind of sat back, waited, watched, and then when he saw a little sliver of a hole, he almost squirted through it. I tell you what, he wasn't far from breaking that one open.
33-yard line as it stands, a 28-yard return, and Camdenton 2 scores in 2 series. In their last series, took just 1 play.
Yeah.
Paxton DeLorme out of the gun. Quick pass. Ooh, nice play at the line of scrimmage. That's Eric Washington, the senior for the Zizzers, and he came in having a solid senior campaign so far. He has 12 tackles coming into this game, tied for 2nd on the team. Good play there by Washington.
Yeah, I tell you what, this Zizzers team they're stout. There's some strong fellas over there.
DeLorme now. Little hesitation. Washington brings him down after a modest gain of 2, and I think there could have been a miscommunication there with Paxton DeLorme in one of his targets. So
yeah,
3rd down and 8 now.
He was looking for somebody to throw the ball to, and they were either covered or they weren't on the same page with him.
So 3rd down and 8. DeLorme looking to the left side, out in the flat. That one's deflected. Nice defensive play, and that's Titus Sealy on the defense. Sorry, Chance Eldringhoff with the defensive play, and a really nice stop. And so 3rd down and 8 now, or 4th down and 8, the first 4th down for Camdenton inside their own 35-yard line. No one back for West Plains. DeLorme gets it away. End-over-end kick and checks up and takes a West Plains bounce and then a Camdenton bounce. Once again, Randazzo does a nice job letting it come to a rest at the 30-yard line. So West Plains, the first punt received as they get the 3 and out against the Lakers, and Camdenton now their defense going to have to find a way to get a stop.
Yeah, so West Plains is the first time for a defense to break through in this game. The Lakers have yet to stop West Plains on offense. The Zizzers have pretty much been able to do at will what they want to do, and the Lakers defense really needs to start stepping up, figuring out how to stop this team. So now with the Zizzers getting the ball back and a lead, Lakers defense knows they got to stop them if they're going to stay within a score.
Yeah, and Chris, 2 things I want to touch on. First, the Lakers defense going to have to find a way to come up with a couple takeaways tonight. On top of that, Paxton DeLorme is going to have to beat West Plains with his legs as well as with his arms, as Titus Sealy with the carry. He's thrown down in the backfield for a couple-yard loss. Meanwhile, that's going to bring up 2nd down and 12.
That was the first time this game the Lakers have gotten penetration, got the runner in the backfield, and actually a tackle for loss. Good way to start this series.
Second down and 12. 2:27 left in the first quarter. Lidgard in motion, takes the sweep, tries to get the edge, and he will. Look how quick he is after that first step. He's going to be taken out at the 37-yard line. It's a big gain. We'll give him 10 yards. Going to bring up 3rd down and 2. And Chris, again, you just see the elusiveness of Braden Lidgard. First guy was there and no chance face to face.
He is really, really quick, and so when you get him cornered like that, it's tough to tackle him. And this kid's been playing, since he was a freshman. He is a stud.
So a 3rd down and 2 now. Lidgard gets the sweep outside. Nicholas in the backfield to blow it up. He won't. Mawson had a chance. And the Lakers do corral Lidgard at the line of scrimmage. But, Chris, they had an opportunity to get him even further in the backfield. Both Jace Nicholas and Ryan Mawson, 2 of the leading defensive playmakers for this team, had a shot. That just goes to show you how good Lidgard is.
Yep, and remember, they went for a 4th down on their first drive. Looks like they might do it again.
4th and 2, Lidgard in motion. Rackley now looks to the sideline. Lakers crowd makes some noise for 4th and 2 with 1:35 to go in the first. Rackley rolls to his right, throws, and has his intended target for a 1st down again. Alan Marchuk, his 5th catch already tonight.
2 for 2 on 4th downs. They got a 4th down on their first drive, went on to score a touchdown. Lakers really did a good job stopping them on 3rd down. Usually that means you're going to get a punt, but West Plains is so confident on offense, they have no problem going for those 4th downs.
And that is debilitating on your defense. All right, now you have Rackley trying to get up. He's going to be taken down. Court Petty, first guy there, holding on for dear life, cleaning it up in the backfield with a quarterback sack. Ryan Mawson and big Marcus Stevens both share the quarterback sack. Marcus Stevens in on it, and for Ryan Mawson, that's 3 already on the season.
And it kind of looks like the Lakers are getting their legs underneath them, the Laker defense, because this is the first drive that the Lakers have been able to control somewhat the line of scrimmage on some of these running plays.
Rackley now on 2nd and long from his own 40-yard line. Low snap, nice handle. He's going to be forced to run, and he is drilled. Big number 99, Court Petty, with the quarterback sack, Chris. He was our player of the game, you'll remember, in week 1. He's got 4 sacks on the season. That's number 5 for him, and we're just 3 games into the 2019 season.
2 straight plays where the Lakers have tackled him for a loss. You've got a big 3rd down and about 16, so a huge play for the Lakers. If you stop them fairly short of the 1st down, then you're going to force them to punt because they're probably not going to go for a long 4th down.
So a timeout called. When we come back, a crucial 3rd down and 16 for West Plains, folks. We'll be right back on Lake TV after this.
If it's happening at the lake, it's at Captain Ron's Bar and Grill. Voted best of the lake, Captain Ron's is always a destination for visitors and locals alike. From their relaxing sand beach to the best in regional entertainment, Captain Ron's has something for every taste. And speaking of taste, you won't want to miss the incredible menu featured daily at Captain Ron's. Bring the entire family out and maybe even plan an excursion on the lake's only authentic pirate ship, the Gypsy Rose. Whatever you're craving, you'll find it at the home of the Shootout, Captain Ron's Bar and Grill, 34.5-mile marker by boat or Lake Road 550 by car.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Lake TV's Game of the Week, and we're proud to be here with you at the jaws of death, where the number 5 ranked West Plains Scissors come to play here at the home of the Camdenton Lakers, your hometown Camdenton Lakers, and they are ranked number 2 in the state. But Chris, right now, West Plains has a 7-point advantage as we start our second quarter, but it's West Plains backed up with a 3rd down and 16. Here's the opportunity the Lakers Lakers defense has been waiting for.
Yeah, really, there were a lot of storylines of that first quarter. That was an epic first quarter. But really one of the keys was that West Plains went 2 for 2 on 4th down. On one of them, it meant a touchdown.
And a big-time kickoff return for a touchdown from Braden Lidgard. So West Plains now out in front with it, 3rd and 16. Rackley under pressure now. That's going to be a block in the back here. Throws downfield, knocked down, big-time play, and Rendazzo going to get nailed with a hit, and Chris, rightfully so.
There was a hold back here that was not called. That was blatant. That's what all the fans were yelling about, because you could have seen that hold from Mars. They didn't call it, and I think the Lakers are going to get dinged with this call.
That's a terrible no call, Chris, and we do have Court Petty shaken up, and this would be a huge blow for the Lakers defensive front. We need to keep an eye on that. He's hardly able to make it to the sideline. And Chris, I'm not sure what happened down here because the official watched it and just stared at the play.
Yeah, I don't know what he was looking at, because it was a pretty obvious hold, and we still haven't sorted out what this penalty flag is for, have we?
So it is an Ozark Holmes penalty flag. We're going to try to see if it's going to be Rendazzo with unnecessary roughness against an officialless receiver.
Yep.
It is going to be. The problem is both players went into the air simultaneously and really collided. It looked vicious, but now that you think about it, or now that I think about it, Chris, Rendazzo really left his feet and the two collided. I think Rendazzo didn't help his case by getting up and cheering over the player on the ground.
Yeah, but that is a killer for the Lakers. They forced a 3rd and long. They came up with a stop. Everything was great, and then they get the big penalty that gives West Plains the ball back with a 1st down in Laker territory. I mean, that is a killer, but even and I know the kids don't see this because most of them didn't see the hold that West Plains got away with, but that was a pretty egregious hold that they did get away with.
And the hit down here never should have happened. It should have been a quarterback sack, but like you said, the hold didn't allow that. Luckily for West Plains on that play, Alan Marchok, he got lit up and he's back out on the field. So thank the Lord that he's all right, because that was a vicious collision, and the same can be said for Talon Rendazzo, who's still on the field for the Lakers.
Yeah, but that is one of the things that Rendazzo's going to have to learn. Situational football, when you've got a 3rd and long, you cannot give the officials a reason to throw that penalty.
That's right. So we're going to stay right with you here for just a minute, Chris. We got to look at who the Camdenton Lakers have coming up this season. Of course, we know what they did through their first 2 weeks of the season with that week 1 opener against Waynesville, and then, of course, what they did last week at Parkview. But Camdenton, they've got a pretty favorable schedule coming up the rest of the way. We'll take a short commercial break. We'll be right back with you on Lake TV. So we'll stay with you here, and Coach Jeff Shore on the sideline arguing it may not have been a catchable pass. Or what he's arguing is, hey, the receiver went up to make a play and they simultaneously collided. I think that's his argument, but I think he should be as equally as frustrated with the no call. But it doesn't matter, Chris. You can't go back, and the Lakers now have the Zizzers backing them against the wall. They've got it in Laker territory with a 1st down and a 7-point lead.
Yeah, you know, and really, they caused their own problem there with that penalty. He should not have made the hit. I mean, again, it's situational football. You got 3rd and 16. It's obviously going to be an incomplete pass. You cannot make that hit and give the officials the opportunity to make that call.
So Rackley now after the 1st down via penalty. Ball at the 46-yard line. The quick one to Lidgard. Outside. Looked like there might have been a hold on the outside as Jace Nicholas jersey was grabbed. That's going to be a 6-yard gain, going to bring up 2nd down and 4. And West Plains able to pick up 4, 5, 6 yards at will on 1st down. Lakers need to find a way to get them in more of those 2nd and 3rd longs.
Yeah, and that before that last 3rd down that they got the penalty on, Lakers had him backed up in the backfield.
Here's Rackley. Will keep it. He's going to be upended and taken down by Eli Griffin and Ryan Mawson on the stop. That'll bring up 3rd down and 3. Chris, the Lakers need to find a way to get a stop or a takeaway here.
Yeah,
you don't want to go down 2 scores.
Absolutely not. Not with what this West Plains team is showing. But remember, West Plains, when they get 4th and short, they've been going for it all night. They are so confident in their ability to pick up yards. And the Lakers, they know that here. It's probably not the West Plains probably has 2 downs to get these yards.
3rd down and 3. 2 down territory, as always, for West Plains, as you alluded to, partner. And it looks like West Plains is going to be forced to burn a timeout. They've got 1 remaining after that. We'll take a commercial break and be right back on Lake TV after this.
There's a new bear in town at Bear Market in Camdenton, and the 3 Bears are giving him room to roam. With enlarged floor space and expanded departments, hundreds of shelves packed with consignment merchandise, all at thrift store prices. Clothing for every member of the family, including infants and toddlers. And there were 6 cashier stations to serve you better. Plus, a portion of proceeds from sales goes to local charities. So look for the 4 Bears at Bear Market, Route 54 West in Camdenton.
And we're back here on Lake TV. 10:16 left in the 2nd quarter. Had a big 3rd down and 3 now for West Plains. Chris?
Yeah, the West Plains team is 2 for 2, both in the 1st quarter on 4th down. So when they get a 4th and short, they've been going for it. On one of those, they actually did it in their own territory. But that's how confident the Zizzers are in their ability to pick up a couple of yards on every play. So the Lakers defense is looking at probably 2 downs here.
Let's see an Ozark Holmes penalty flag here. A holding to back him up 10 yards or an illegal procedure?
Well, so far the Zebras have the tables have been weighted on the West Plains side with some of these calls so far.
They have been flagged 1 time. Here's Lidgard now on 3rd and short. He has a 1st down across the 30. Still on his feet inside the 20, inside the 15 before being taken down from behind. Big time gain down to the 8-yard line. We're going to give him a 31-yard gain and a big 1st down for West Plains, presented by Quick Car. And just like that, the Zizzers have it back inside the Marcus Sikora State Farm Insurance red zone. Now, Chris, this is where the Camdenton defense has to get big.
Absolutely. And they're already down a touchdown. They were stopped the last time on offense, the first time this game. So the Zizzers are looking for a 2-score lead here, whether it's a field goal or a touchdown. And obviously, Lakers would be much better served if they can keep them out of the end zone.
Rackley now. The give, Titus Sealy, ball's on the ground! Ball's on the ground, and the Lakers have it! Marcus Stevens, a big-time fumble recovery, and we talked about how the Lakers had to get a takeaway, and they do just that, Chris. Johnny on the spot, Marcus Stevens, and our own Ross Reinhardt called it like he always does.
Every week he seems to nail that. That was a big hit. Knocked the ball out, obviously a recovery, and couldn't have come at a better time for the Lakers. That was huge.
And we talked about it, find a way to get a takeaway, and the Lakers did just that. Their defense, they were backed up against a wall, Chris, and I believe it was big number 99 back on the field, Court Petty, that put his helmet right in the side of Titus Sealy, and Marcus Stevens did the rest. Oh no, the second deflection pass at the line of scrimmage. Once again, big number 42, Eric Washington. That's the 2nd time.
Yeah, and both times it almost looked like he could intercept that. But that's one thing about this Lakers offense. When they're doing those quick passes, the Zizzers defense knows that, and they're looking for those, not just to knock them down, but maybe to try to get one.
Jace Nicholas now in the flat. Quick hitter, still on his feet before being taken down. Forward momentum stops at the 18-yard line. The Lakers thought there was a little extracurricular activity after the play. To no avail. Going to bring up 3rd down and 5 now. Ball at the 19-yard line, a big 3rd down and 5. Camdenton has to find a way to keep their defense off the field, Chris.
Lakers thought that they had a face mask on that one that wasn't called, and the fans are not too happy about it.
Here's Paxton to Lauren, 3rd down and 5. Rushed out of the pocket, steps up and taken down from underneath. Big quarterback sack for Eric Washington, the senior, his 2nd of the season. And that was a big-time loss on the play, and the Lakers will be forced to punt.
Yeah, Paxton, he's got to be a little more decisive when he is rolling out sometimes to run the ball. He's a very good runner, got a lot of speed. He's a big kid, and he can just take off and run in some of those situations.
A low punt does take a Laker hop. Fielded at the 45-yard line. Lakers trying to take the football away. Cooper Ezard with the stop, and he got up a little angrily. Got to be careful, young man, and nice job by Alan Marchuk with the return. A low kick, I saw what the Lakers were trying to do, but Marchuk the heads-up play, and the Zizzers have great field position, so the turnover really doesn't come back to haunt them.
Well, it definitely, they were in scoring position even with a field goal. So it saved at least 3 points for the Lakers. And now they gain some field position. It's back out on the, 42-yard line. So it was a huge turnover. The Lakers still within 1 score, 1 touchdown, but they didn't take advantage of it on offense. And now they've been stopped on offense 2 straight times in this game.
Lidgard with the carry. And he has little to nothing doing as Hunter Leedy with the stop. Going to bring up 2nd down and about 10 after no gain on the play.
Nice defense. And again, something we've seen the last 2 drives that we didn't see earlier from the Lakers defense, with the line stepping up and starting to control some of these plays at the line and stop those running plays in their tracks.
So 2nd down and 10 now. This will be an opportunity for the Laker faithful to make some noise. Rackley, 2nd and 10, in the flat, has his man. And Eli Griffin, he takes him down at about the 38-yard line. Just a 5-yard gain, going to bring up 3rd down and 5, and we've said it a handful of times already, but another big 3rd down, Chris.
Yeah, and so far in the game, the Zizzers are 4 for 6 on 3rd down. One of those was on the penalty on the last drive, so they have been very efficient. Remember, they're 2 for 2 on 4th down, and what we've got is a 3rd and 7 to go here, 6 to go, and the Zizzers feel like if they pick up a yard or 2, they can go for it on 4th down.
Time for the Lakers defense to get a stop. 3rd down and 6. Lidgard with the carry. Takes it, tries to get outside. There's a flag. Lakers defense all over Braden Lidgard. It goes for a 1-yard gain, but there's a flag. And Chris, I'm already wondering, do you back him up and give him 3rd down and 16, or do you roll the dice on 4th and 5?
Yeah, I was wondering the same thing, because again, this West Plains offense is very good, very powerful. Do you give them another shot? But even if it's 4th down, there's a chance, and a pretty good chance, West Plains will go for it.
They will, and so you're faced 3rd and 16 or 17, or do you want to try 4th and 5? I'd back them up, Chris.
I would too. Yeah, I would too, because this West Plains offense is more suited for the run game.
Oh, they get the Lakers for a penalty. I did not see that coming. I stand corrected, and I apologize. I thought they had a hold, but they get the Lakers. I think it did look like one of the Lakers defensive linemen took out the legs. It could be a chop block. I mean, it looks like they're calling a legal block in the back on the defense.
I know the fans here are stunned at that call. And another call that has gone against the Lakers, which they all seem to have gone against the Lakers in this game. So everybody just a little stunned right now.
Titus Seeley, his first carry after his fumble, and he's going to be bottled up and taken down after a couple bring up second down and 8. Chris, here's the deal for the Camdenton Lakers. Yes, we've seen some calls not go their way. However, you're at home playing one of the best teams in the state, and you're one of the best teams in the state. You got to overcome the calls that don't go your way. You got to take advantage of what does go your way. And the Lakers, they're still just a score away from tying this ball game. We'll see if their defense can get a stop.
Yeah, absolutely. The Zizzers have it, and looking for a 2-score lead in this battle of top 5 teams.
Quick one outside. Still on his feet before finally being taken down. Marchuk again. Alan Marchuk, his 8th catch, 7th or 8th catch already. He's got first down yardage inside the Marcus Sikora red zone. First down and 10 from the 13-yard line for West Plains.
They have a very efficient passing game, and they usually don't, throw it pretty far downfield, but their run game is so good. Again, it opens up those passing lanes.
Rackley over the outstretched arm of Braden Lidgard brings up second and 10, and that is exactly what the Lakers are okay with seeing, a wasted down.
Yeah, and he was actually open on that play, a better pass, and probably would have been a completion, and they might have picked up a couple of yards on that. A nice no-gainer for the Lakers defense, second and 10 from, where are we, at the 13-yard line.
Lakers defense has been tough. Last time they got the fumble recovery. There's the quick pass in the flat. That could be a fumble, and it is. No, now they rule it an incomplete pass as Lair falls on it, but that was close. Of course, Chris, we don't have the best look at it from this angle, but that was dangerously close to being a backwards lateral.
Yeah, and you know what? Lakers, if they can force another turnover here, that would again be huge. We're almost in the same place where they forced the fumble on the last drive, kept the Zizzers off the scoreboard from going up by 2 scores, and you would think that the Zizzers, if they pick up some yards here, will go for it on 4th down, but they're probably in field goal range.
Titus Sealy with the carry, and he's going to take it to about the 10-yard line. So a big stop for the Lakers, going to bring up 4th down and 7. And we'll see if the Zizzers try to tack on a field goal. Or do they go for the score?
Yeah, I mean, they've been going for 4th down all game. It looks like they're lining up for it to go again. They've got a 4th and 7.
Lakers crowd needs to make some noise, Chris.
It looks like the Zizzers offense is a little confused with what play to go. They've still got about 12 seconds on the play clock.
6:10 left in the second quarter. West Plains leading by a score. 4th and 7 from the Laker 10. Here's Rackley. Tried to set up the screen. Now looks for the end zone and deflected. Talon Randazzo with a nice defensive play. And the Lakers defense turn it over on downs. Big time stop. They'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
I'm just looking for a flag here because so many flags have gone against the Lakers, but it's a clean field, no penalties it looks like, so the Lakers should be getting the ball back. Although there seems to be a lot of discussion going on out there for some reason.
I have no idea what an eligible man downfield for the offense. The penalties declined. So Camdenton has it 1st and 10 at their own 10. Chris, how about that? The last time the Camdenton defense was backed up inside the Marcus Sikora red zone, they get the fumble. This time backed up inside the Marcus Sikora red zone, they hold them on 4th down. This is the time the Laker offense needs to respond.
Yeah, it is. The last 2 times the Laker offense has had the ball, they've been stopped. They are the most prolific offense in the state of Missouri. They were last year and have been early so far this season. So that offense has to step it up and live up to it. The defense has done a great job the last 2 drives against West Plains.
No doubt about it, Chris. And I'm thinking of the big hitter Camdenton had when Paxton DeLaurent found Jace Nicholas for 75 yards. I'd love to see him come right out right here, either a play action or an up and out. Take a shot here and see if you can't tie the ball game on this first play.
Yeah, and tell you what, though, that Lakers defense has been on the field a lot against this very heavy, powerful West Plains offense. They've come through the last 2 drives and stopped them, held them off the scoreboard, but they're probably looking for a bit of a breather. If the Lakers can control the ball, take it down the field, use up some time, it'll do the defense a big favor in getting a breather.
They got their big, strong formation out there. They're going to hit it out to, here's a taken down at about the 11-yard line with the carry. That's Jaden Faulkner, the junior, and you're used to seeing Eli Griffin run the football out of the backfield, but mixing it up a little bit. Coach Shore says, let's get the power I set out there, see if we can't get some breathing room, but just 2 yards on first down.
Yeah, a little conservative there, and part of that might be because they're backed up in their own territory. They're on the 12-yard line, being a little careful with it out there. But until this point, the whole game, they've had that, the high-speed throwing game out there. They kind of threw a little hitch, a little change-up in what they've been doing on that one.
Second down, Faulkner again with a full head of steam. Here he goes across the 25 up to the 26-yard line. We'll give him the 28, Chris. We'll give him 16 yards and a big Laker first down.
Now that was impressive. That time the Laker offensive line blew him out, opened a big hole, nice run, huge pickup. So the Lakers gave the Zizzers a little bit of their own medicine on that play and ran the ball right down their throats.
Another thought here, Chris. Let's not forget that West Plains, they took the opening kickoff. Camdenton's going to get it to start the second half. What if they try and take it down the field, burn a little clock to tie the game right before the half?
That's exactly what they want to do. I mean, they want to give that defense a little rest and keep in control.
Paxton DeLauren, he's good for 2 to 3 of those every game. The veteran mindset of Paxton DeLauren is unparalleled in the Ozark Conference.
You know what? It's nice to be a veteran, and where you're not when you're a younger player, there's just so much to try to figure out, try to remember, to think about. But when you've been out there and you're a veteran, it frees you up to be able to do things like that, to try and draw the defense offside. He's been there, he's done it, and he's feeling comfortable about where he's at.
So 1st and 5 after the offside. DeLauren, the give. Griffin tries to get something going in the backfield. Big number 29 once again. Titus Seeley's been all over the field on both sides of the football, Chris. He had the big fumble. He's trying to avenge for that. He came into the game as the leading tackler with 25 tackles, 2 for a loss and a forced fumble. That goes for a tackle for loss. Brings up, they'll give him 1 yard. Going to bring up 2nd down and 4.
Picked up 1, and since they had the 5-yard penalty on the previous play, short field, so not a bad little gainer.
2nd down and short. DeLauren. Griffin lowers his head up to the 37, shy of the yard to gain. Going to bring up 3rd down and short. Camdenton here, very conservative. 5 rushing plays on this drive. Now the big package checks out, and the playmakers for the Laker offense come back out onto the field.
It's a huge 3rd and 1 for the Lakers. They need to pick up a first down.
Paxton needs to call his own number.
He just did.
Right up the middle, Camdenton first down. Quick car first down, and I saw the writing on the wall before it happened. They really had 7 defenders spread out in the secondary, only 4 down linemen. So Paxton DeLauren did just what I thought he might, tucked it and run, and the Lakers now already 2 minutes and 45 seconds eating off the clock, and they're just to the 41-yard line. So you see what Coach Shore is trying to do.
And the Lakers offense a little confused now. They didn't have the right package. They didn't have everybody out there. The play clock running down to 9 seconds now, and they're still not lined up right.
1st down and 10 now. Ball at the 41-yard line. Here's Eli Griffin. He tries to get outside. He takes a really big hit.
I'll tell you what, this West Plains team, they're salty. They hit you, and they'll hit you in the mouth. The Lakers, though, doing the same thing. They have responded in kind this entire game. The offense doing a great job on this drive, running some time off the clock, giving the defense a bit of a breather, and still moving it down the field.
I think the way Coach Shore is looking at this possession is he's running the rest of the clock down, whether they score or not. They won't go into the breakdown more than one score is his way of thinking. Griffin to the outside now. No flag call here. Griffin gets the edge and has positive yardage as he's nearing midfield and that first down marker. They're going to spot him out at the 48-yard line, so we'll give him 6 yards. We'll bring up a very short 3rd and 2.
Right, and the Lakers have been pounding the ball on the left side, and that time they go wide on the right side. The pitch was a little bit awkward. It was like there was a runner in front of the running back catching the pitch, so DeLorean had to kind of pitch it over him. That slowed him down a little bit. Still a nice positive gain.
3rd and 3 now. The big package stays in for the Lakers. DeLorean calls his own number, sidesteps the offensive line. We'll give him 4 on 3rd and 3, and that's another first down presented by Quick Car. Chris, really hard to do much better than Paxton DeLorean has done controlling this game, because that was a big-time play on 3rd and 3.
Yeah, and that's twice that he has done this on this drive, and the Lakers now 4 out of 6 on 3rd down.
DeLorean now stays on his feet. He's taken down hard from behind. Good to see Paxton DeLorean get up unscathed, but the defense had a hard time checking in the right package. Paxton DeLorean had Cooper Ezzard, who had no defender on him when he snapped it, unable to get a throw up. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. Outside to Rendazzo. He makes the first guy miss. He's still fighting for yardage. We'll give him 6 yards. Going to bring up 3rd down and 4 with just 1:10 to go. And the Lakers wanted to control the clock on this possession, and they've done just that.
Absolutely, and we've got just over a minute left in this first half. Lakers with a big 3rd down again. Tried to draw him off on that one.
DeLorean with the hard count. He tried, Chris. 53 seconds to go. DeLorean on 3rd and 4. Outside has Nicholas, who holds on. First down, move the sticks. The clock will stop. Really nice job of not just delivering a strike for Paxton DeLorean, but the senior Jace Nicholas knowing where the sticks were at, and he got just to the first down marker.
Got just enough. Nice pass. Clock at 47 seconds in the first half, and the Lakers where they want to be. They're 38 yards from pay dirt.
And now the official wants to call a timeout to have the sticks come out, but this is clearly a first down. You're going to take the Lakers' offensive momentum and force them to stop for a second. I mean, there's not even close.
No, it's pretty easy to see. But this is also maybe a positive for the Lakers, where they have time to talk about what they want to do.
Yeah, good point, Chris. It does give the Lakers an opportunity, or a free timeout, if you will.
Yep.
They still have all 3 of their timeouts, I believe. We'll wait and see here. Big-time first down presented by Quick Car. We'll see if the Lakers can't keep it going with 47 seconds to go in the half. DeLorean with a really nice heads-up play. It looks like we could have a Zizzer shaken up on the sideline. We're going to take a commercial. No, it's an official who's shaken up. We'll take a short commercial break. We'll be right back on Lake TV after this.
Alley Home & Howe Funeral Home, your hometown funeral service provider, has been proudly supporting Camdenton and the surrounding communities for 90 years. At Alley Home & Howe Funeral Home, we believe in giving back, remaining visible, and serving the communities that have welcomed us through the years. Our hometown staff is active in volunteering at local organizations. Brett Edson and the staff at Alley Home & Howe Funeral Home are proud supporters of Camdenton Laker athletics, and we wish all of our student athletes the best of luck in the upcoming season.
1, 2, 3, Lakers!
Welcome back to the Jaws of Death, Bob Shore Stadium. It's Lake TV's Game of the Week here. We've got a good one, ladies and gentlemen, where the Camdenton Lakers rank 2nd in the state. They've got 14. The 5th-ranked West Plains Zizzers, they have 21 now. We did have an official taken out on the near sideline. They've brought the stretcher, but hopefully he'll be all right. He took a pretty rough spill, but he's going to shake it off, and his night will continue, Chris, so that's always good to see.
Yeah, it's always good to see when people get up and are able to get back at it. They actually brought a stretcher out just in case he couldn't go anymore, but looks to be good. So back to the football. The Lakers have it on the 34-yard line with a second down and about 6 to go with 37 seconds left in the half. The Zizzers are up by a touchdown. The Lakers defense has stepped up big the last 2 drives and stopped them on deep drives. Now just before halftime, the Lakers looking to get in the end zone.
DeLaurent now on 2nd and 6, clean pocket. Now it is not so clean, finds Griffin underneath. He's taken down from behind, he's all the way up to the 15. We'll give him 19 yards and another first down presented by Quick Car. The clock stops as they reset the sticks, and the Lakers inside the Marcus Sikora State Farm red zone.
Boy, DeLaurent was masterful on that one, staying on his feet, buying time, finding the open receiver.
He has Cooper Ezard now, stays on his feet at the 10, gets up and under, and he has a nice gain. We'll give him 6 yards, and Coach Shore rushes out to call the Lakers' first timeout with 19 seconds to go. Folks, after the conclusion of the first half, don't go anywhere. We'll have our Midmo Sports Network halftime show. That will include tonight's Camdenton Lakers marching band halftime performance, so you don't want to miss that. We will take a short commercial break. We'll be right back on Lake TV after this.
This live Camdenton Lakers football game on Lake TV is brought to you by Slumberland Furniture, the Midmo Sports Network, Surdike Yamaha, Marcus Sikora State Farm, Hollylift Boat Lifts, Cool Breeze Marine, the prop specialists, Allie Holman Howe Funeral Home in Camdenton, Ozark Homes, Bridal Cave, Quick Car in Osage Beach, Bristle Barbershop and Academy, Clark Tire in Sunrise Beach, MSHSAA, Captain Ron's.
And we are back. It's second down and 4 balls at the 9. DeLaurent flushed out of the pocket. Still holds. Plenty of room. Still on his feet. Throws into the end zone. Touchdown! Oh, baby! Paxton DeLaurent finds his man, Cooper Ezard, and oh, baby! Paxton DeLaurent, you said it before, masterful. The only word to describe the presence of mind had by quarterback Paxton DeLaurent. And how about Cooper Ezard coming up with the catch?
That was amazing. That was absolutely amazing. I kept telling him in my head, throw the ball away, but he just kept staying on his feet, found the open receiver.
And the extra point is blocked. What a job by West Plains. And so little bit of a lightened spirit after Camdenton very nearly ties the game, and it looked like West Plains may have had somebody offsides, and the officials missed that one. So with 8 seconds to go in our first half, it's West Plains 21, Camdenton 20. We'll be right back on Lake TV after this.
It's back, finally. Slumberland's clearance event. Our first clearance event in 3 years. Massive markdowns all over. Closeouts, floor samples, discontinued and one-of-a-kind items. Crazy low prices like beds as low as $199, sofas as low as $298, recliners as low as $198. Hey, did you know most Slumberland items can be in your home in a week? Hurry into our first clearance event in 3 years. In store at all Slumberland locations.
This is your home, your car, and you want to give them the protection they deserve. With home and auto insurance.
This is your Lake Area State Farm agent, Marcus Sikora, and I would love to be the one you trust for your insurance needs.
And welcome back. You get a look there at Talon Randazzo and Eli Griffin, along with number 20 for Camdenton, Garrett Stark. There on the sideline with the Camdenton trainer, and Camdenton unable to hit the extra point. It was blocked. Camdenton sideline felt like West Plains had jumped off sides, but to no avail. And here we are, a little squib kick for Camdenton, fielded by Connor Lair. That's the wrong guy you want to kick the football to. He takes it all the way up to the 46, and with 2 seconds left, West Plains, they got an opportunity to try something here.
Yeah, they got it at midfield, but they're not the passing fast strike team. They're the running fast strike team because they got a kid by the name of Lidgard in the backfield who can break it off at any time. But with, 2 seconds on the clock, you got a time for a play. The Zizzers are always dangerous. The Lakers just going to have to make sure they're probably going to a prevent defense on this one. Make sure they don't get anywhere close.
It actually looks kind of like West Plains going to be satisfied going into the break with a 1-point lead. So after 2 quarters of play, Chris, Camdenton, they're holding strong, but they trail the West Plains Zizzers by 1. It's 21-20 West Plains. We'll be back with the Mid-Mo Sports Network halftime show on Lake TV after this.
Hi, this is Kendall Surdike, and at Surdike Yamaha, we have been selling and serving the Ozarks for almost 50 years. We've learned during that time that our customers expect the best in their Yamahas, with same-day service and even courtesy loaner units. That is why at Surdike Yamaha, you receive 1 year of free scheduled maintenance with every new and used recreational Yamaha bought. You can have more fun with your Yamaha boats and wave runners that are assembled right here in the USA and won't have to worry about maintenance costs for the first year because it is on us.
You ride on our reputation.
Your vehicle, it's part of who you are. It's your partner in weekday traffic and your passport to weekend fun. It's your sometimes office and your all-the-time concert hall. For all your vehicle is to you, isn't it time you did something for it too? Check out the Quick Car Monthly Unlimited Wash Club. For only $25 a month, wash your car as often as you want. You'll enjoy significant savings. Join the Wash Club today. Quick Car. Quick, easy, and professional every time.
This live Camdenton Lakers football game on Lake TV is brought to you by Slumberland Furniture, the Mid-Mo Sports Network, Surdike Yamaha, Marcus Sikora State Farm, Hollylift Boat Lifts, Cool Breeze Marine, the prop specialists, Allie Holman Howe Funeral Home in Camdenton, Ozark Homes, Bridal Cave, Quick Car in Osage Beach, Bristle Barbershop and Academy, Clark Tire in Sunrise Beach, MSHSAA, Captain Ron's, Bear Market, the Butcher Shop in Camdenton, LOZ Boats, the #1 Lake of the Ozarks boating community on Instagram, and Hedges Scott Funeral Homes.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Jaws of Death, Bob Shore Stadium. You know the Lakers for their football program. You're about to be mesmerized by the 206-member Pride of the Laker marching band. This part of your Mid-Mo Sports Network halftime show. On behalf of Lake TV, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy. Ladies and gentlemen, so unfortunately we have to go to break. The Pride of the Laker marching band, they can't allow this performance to be publicized live until their performance later in the year, so we have to cut it short. We'll be right back after this.
This is your home, your car, and you want to give them the protection they deserve. With home and auto insurance.
This is your Lake Area State Farm agent, Marcus Sikora, and I would love to be the one you trust for your insurance needs.
Polylift boat lifts. Boaters everywhere have relied on Polylift boat lifts to raise their boat up and out of the water time and time again. Polylift boat lifts are made of the finest materials and offer a lifetime warranty on the tanks. Stop by Polylift and see the huge selection of wet steps, water toys, and dock accessories. You can even shop online at polylift.com. Polylift boat lifts. You know what they say.
We don't just build boat lifts, we build Poly lifts.
Lake of the Ozarks is the boating capital in Missouri. Did you know that your prop is the most important part of your boat? With 27 years of propeller repair at Lake of the Ozarks, Cool Breeze Marine, the prop specialist, is the choice for you. The most advanced in propeller repair and scanning, Cool Breeze Marine, the prop specialist, can help you boat smarter, go further, and last longer on beautiful Lake of the Ozarks. Cool Breeze Marine, the prop specialist. Go with the best or stay on shore with the rest.
Hi, I'm Tyler Loftus with Ozark Homes. If you're in the market for a new home, or you may be considering building, I encourage you to look into custom-built modular homes. Our modular homes are built, financed, and insured like a regular house. We invite you to visit our display lot right on Highway 5 in Laurie at Lake of the Ozarks. Each home we have on display shows different features from kitchen layouts, floor plans, bathroom options, and much more. We can customize floor plans based off what you, the customer, are wanting. Ozark Homes, family-owned, operated, and making homeowners' dreams come true for over 30 years.
Discovered over a century and a half ago, Bridal Cave continues to amaze those who venture through it. As you tour through Bridal Cave, you'll see massive onyx formations, giant columns, and the one and only Mystery Lake. Bridal Cave's unique stalactite-adorned bridal chapel has provided a truly unique backdrop for over 3,000 couples from around the world. Bridal Cave is open daily, rain or shine. Guided tours leave every few minutes. Come explore the lake's favorite natural attraction. Explore Bridal Cave today. Discovered over a century and a half ago,
Guys deserve to be pampered and look good too. At Bristle Barbershop and Academy in Camdenton, we make you look dapper ready. We provide traditional to modern cuts along with classic straight razor, hot neck and facial shaves too. Bristle Barbershop and Academy is perfect for bachelor events, groomsmen, and any special occasion. Search for us on Google, Facebook, and our Bristle Barbershop Academy website. Bristle Barbershop and Academy, located off South Business 5 in Camdenton, near the VFW.
If it's happening at the lake, it's at Captain Ron's Bar and Grill. Voted best of the lake, Captain Ron's is always a destination for visitors and locals alike. From their relaxing sand beach to the best in regional entertainment, Captain Ron's has something for every taste. And speaking of taste, you won't want to miss the incredible menu featured daily at Captain Ron's. Bring the entire family out and maybe even plan an excursion on the lake's only authentic pirate ship, the Gypsy Rose. Whatever you're craving, you'll find it at the home of the Shootout, Captain Ron's Bar and Grill, 34.5-mile marker by boat or Lake Road 550 by car.
There's a new bear in town at Bear Market in Camdenton, and the three bears are giving him room to roam with enlarged floor space and expanded departments, hundreds of shelves packed with consignment merchandise, all at thrift store prices, clothing for every member of the family, including infants and toddlers. And there are 6 cashier stations to serve you better. Plus, a portion of proceeds from sales goes to local charities. So look for the 4 bears at Bear Market, Route 54 West in Camdenton. This live Camdenton Lakers football game on Lake TV is brought to you by Slumberland Furniture, the Midmo Sports Network, Surdike Yamaha, Marcus Sikora State Farm, Polylift Boat Lifts, Cool Breeze Marine, the prop specialist, Allie Holman Howe Funeral Home in Camdenton, Ozark Homes, Bridal Cave, Quick Car in Osage Beach, Bristle Barbershop and Academy, Clark Tire in Sunrise Beach, MSHSAA, Captain Ron's, Bear Market, the Butcher Shop in Camdenton, LOZ Boats, the #1 Lake of the Ozarks boating community on Instagram, and Hedges Scott Funeral Homes. It's time for the Midmo Sports Network halftime show.
And it is your Midmo Sports Network halftime show. Chris, we wanted to bring you what we're getting to see here to our left, just an incredible, mesmerizing performance by the Pride of the Lake 206-member marching band when combined with their color guard. Now, for competitive reasons, they asked that we don't broadcast that. We do apologize for getting you excited at home. I know a lot of people wanted to catch that performance. You're going to have to go see them perform live in Iowa for competition next month. You don't want to miss it because, Chris, it was good.
It is good. I mean, we're sitting here watching it. It's pretty amazing, yeah.
It's mesmerizing, to say the least. But back to tonight's football game. At the break, 21 West Plains, 20 Camdenton. You couldn't have asked for a much better first half.
Man, I tell you what, yeah, it's lived up to its billing, and that's pretty hard because, I mean, it's been a big billing for this one. But you got two teams in the top 5 in the state, and they have shown why. Both teams, really. I mean, West Plains has flexed their muscle. They are a power running team, and that is what they have done. But the Lakers have actually showed a little more diversity. I mean, they've been able to throw the ball, come up with a big play, and on that last drive, they were able to power it down the field and then score a touchdown in the last few seconds. Right now, the difference in the game is a block PAT on that third touchdown for the Lakers.
And then in the first half, really, Camdenton didn't have their best half. As a matter of fact, their defense bailed them out a couple of times. They had a big takeaway that kept points off the board, and they had a big turnover on downs when the West Plains Scissors had it inside the red zone, and those two really kept them in the game. Not only was that blocked extra point the difference, but the kickoff return 95 yards to the house from Braden Lidgard was the difference in the first half. At Camdenton, they got to be elated. They're down just 1 point and starting the second half with the football.
Yeah, you got to kind of wonder, you know, how the Lakers come out in the second half, because they were kind of outplayed in the first half. They were out-muscled in the first half. They got a big turnover. That stopped a drive. The defense stopped a drive. They're pretty even on first downs. They're both 5 for 7, but the Scissors got 2 of those on third down on penalties, questionable penalties too sometimes. But the Scissors also went for 3 fourth downs. They made 2 of them, and one of them led to a touchdown. So that's been a big difference in the game. But how the Lakers come out in the second half is going to be really interesting to watch, because in a lot of ways they got punched in the nose harder than they punched West Plains, but they survived. They're right in the game. They're only down by 1. They should be tied, and really they should have gained a lot of confidence, because even though they were outplayed in a lot of ways in that first half, they're right in it.
Yeah, and for those of you wondering what that Titanic-like music is, that's still the band performance. It's distracting me from you, Chris, but you're right. I mean, West Plains punched him hard in the first half, and you got to look at that when it was 21-14. West Plains had the ball inside Camdenton territory. It was a fumble recovered by Marcus Stevens. Lakers unable to do a whole lot with it, gave it back to West Plains. West Plains had it back inside the red zone with an opportunity to go up 2 scores. Camdenton stopped him, and with 6 minutes to go in the half, Jeff Shore says, okay, forget about our passing offense, bring in the pro set formation, and let's punch them in the throat. They ate off nearly all 6 minutes, came down and scored, assuring they're going to get the football to start the second half. If it wasn't for a block extra point, we'd be tied, and that's really, really sound execution.
Yeah, you know, and the way the game started in that first quarter, I mean, it looked like we were going to have a 60-60 game, you know, because both teams just went right down the field and scored. Things slowed down, got a little bit more normalized in the second quarter, but the Lakers have not led yet in this game. West Plains got the ball first. They went down, they scored a touchdown. The Lakers responded, and they pretty much did that the whole game, but the Lakers are down by 1 at halftime. They have not led, but they'll get the ball to start the second half. That will be their chance to take the lead.
Some of our numbers statistically in the first half. Let's look at our 2 spotlight players of the game. Braden Lidgard, 9 carries, 87 yards. That's under his season average. He didn't score on the ground. Of course, he did have the 95-yard kick return for a touchdown. So he had a big first half. Ryan Mawson for the Lakers on defense, 5.5 tackles, 2 tackles for a loss, and half a sack. He had a big first half. Now let's talk Paxton Laurent. 13 of 19, 179 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. He had a big first half. And also having a big first half, Jace Nicholas, 4 catches, over 100 yards and a touchdown already. So those are the way your statistics look. Camdenton with the 1 takeaway. They have not turned the ball over.
Yeah, and all 3 of Camdenton's touchdowns have been through the air. As you might expect, they've got a 8-yard touchdown pass and a 9-yard touchdown pass. And then, of course, the 75-yard pass in the middle there that kind of blew everything away. So it was pretty amazing. And DeLorean, just like in that first game against Waynesville, even as big and strong as this West Plains team and this Zizzers defense is, DeLorean is still bigger and stronger in a lot of those plays. I mean, he's been able to stay up. He's been able to buy himself some time, especially on that last touchdown pass. I mean, it was unreal how much time that he was able to stay back there looking for an open receiver, and he found one. But credit the line, too, because they didn't hold. They didn't get a penalty. They kept working for him without getting a penalty, and that was huge. That allowed him to get within 1 point.
So close to tying the ball game. So we're going to take a commercial break. When we come back to conclude our Mid-Most Sports halftime show, Chris will both bring our second half bold predictions to the table, and we'll talk about how Camdenton finds a way to hold on. That and much more when we return. So
This live Camdenton Lakers football game on Lake TV is brought to you by Slumberland Furniture, the Mid-Most Sports Network, Surdike Yamaha, Marcus Sikora State Farm, Holly Lift Boat Lifts, Cool Breeze Marine, the prop specialists, Allie Holman Howe Funeral Home in Camdenton, Ozark Homes, Bridal Cave, Quick Car in Osage Beach, Bristle Barbershop and Academy, Clark Tire in Sunrise Beach, MSHSAA, Captain Ron's, Bear Market, The Butcher Shop in Camdenton, LOZ Boats, the #1 Lake of the Ozarks boating community on Instagram, and Hedges Scott Funeral Homes.
It's back, finally. Slumberland's clearance event. Our first clearance event in 3 years. Massive markdowns all over. Closeouts, floor samples, discontinued and one-of-a-kind items. Crazy low prices like beds as low as $199, sofas as low as $298, recliners as low as $198. Hey, did you know most Slumberland items can be in your home in a week? Hurry into our first clearance event in 3 years. In store at all Slumberland locations.
Hi, this is Kendall Surdike, and at Surdike Yamaha, we have been selling and serving the Ozarks for almost 50 years. We've learned during that time that our customers expect the best in their Yamahas, with same-day service and even courtesy loaner units. That is why at Surdike Yamaha, you receive 1 year of free scheduled maintenance with every new and used recreational Yamaha bought. You can have more fun with your Yamaha boats and wave runners that are assembled right here in the USA and won't have to worry about maintenance costs for the first year because it is on us.
You ride on our reputation.
Your vehicle, it's part of who you are. It's your partner in weekday traffic and your passport to weekend fun. It's your sometimes office and your all-the-time concert hall. For all your vehicle is to you, isn't it time you did something for it too? Check out the Quick Car Monthly Unlimited Wash Club. For only $25 a month, wash your car as often as you want. You'll enjoy significant savings. Join the Wash Club today. Quick Car. Quick, easy, and professional every time.
And we're back here on our Mid-Most Sports Network halftime show. Ryan Hart alludes to not only is it Friday the 13th, but it's a full moon. And what we've got going on right now on the field is the Camdenton dance team lost their music, but they're still performing. Check this out. There's no music. You guys can see it. They're still going without music. No big deal. One of the most impressive things you'll ever see. Check out the precision. They're on point, so good work by them. Now, Chris, as we look towards our second half of football, as they conclude their dance, crowd goes wild, and rightfully so. Impressive, to say the least. So we're both going to bring a bold prediction in the second half. And you mentioned Camdenton has not led yet.
Not yet.
In this game. And
Right.
they'll start with the football. Not only will they score a touchdown on that first possession, they'll either get a turnover or a 3-and-out. They'll score again, and they will lead this game by 2 scores in this third quarter.
That's your bold prediction.
That's my bold prediction.
Okay.
Time for Chris Schneider's
My
bold
prediction is the game-winning score is going to come in the final 30 seconds of the game. I'm not going to tell you who that is. I could, but I'm not going to. But the game-winning score is going to come in the final 30 seconds of the game.
That is a bold prediction, and he's not kidding. He could tell you he was there. What? It's going to be an awesome second half. West Plains making their way back out onto the field. Camdenton making their way back out onto the field. So, folks, you couldn't have asked for any better of the first 2
That's great.
quarters
Yeah.
of this ball game.
Yeah.
If the second half is anywhere close to as exciting as the first half, you're not going to want to miss it, and we've got it for you next on Lake TV.
This is your Lake Area State Farm agent, Marcus Sikora, and I would love to be the one you trust for your insurance needs.
Polylift boat lifts. Boaters everywhere have relied on Polylift boat lifts to raise their boat up and out of the water time and time again. Polylift boat lifts are made of the finest materials and offer a lifetime warranty on the tanks. Stop by Polylift and see the huge selection of wet steps, water toys, and dock accessories. You can even shop online at polylift.com. Polylift boat lifts. You know what they say.
We got time for them boat lifts. We build poly lifts.
Lake of the Ozarks is the boating capital in Missouri. Did you know that your prop is the most important part of your boat? With 27 years of propeller repair at Lake of the Ozarks, Cool Breeze Marine, the prop specialist, is the choice for you. The most advanced in propeller repair and scanning, Cool Breeze Marine, the prop specialist, can help you boat smarter, go farther, and last longer on beautiful Lake of the Ozarks. Cool Breeze Marine, the prop specialist. Go with the best or stay on shore with the rest.
Hi, I'm Tyler Loftus with Ozark Homes. If you're in the market for a new home, or you may be considering building, I encourage you to look into custom-built modular homes. Our modular homes are built, financed, and insured like a regular house. We invite you to visit our display lot right on Highway 5 in Laurie at Lake of the Ozarks. Each home we have on display shows different features from kitchen layouts, floor plans, bathroom options, and much more. We can customize floor plans based off what you, the customer, are wanting. Ozark Homes, family-owned, operated, and making homeowners' dreams come true for over 30 years.
Discovered over a century and a half ago, Bridal Cave continues to amaze those who venture through it. As you tour through Bridal Cave, you'll see massive onyx formations, giant columns, and the one and only Mystery Lake. Bridal Cave's unique stalactite-adorned bridal chapel has provided a truly unique backdrop for over 3,000 couples from around the world. Bridal Cave is open daily, rain or shine. Guided tours leave every few minutes. Come explore the lake's favorite natural attraction. Explore Bridal Cave today.
This is your home, your car, and you want to give them the protection they deserve. With home and auto insurance.
This is your Lake Area State Farm agent, Marcus Sikora, and I would love to be the one you trust for your insurance needs.
Guys deserve to be pampered and look good too. At Bristle Barbershop and Academy in Camdenton, we make you look dapper ready. We provide traditional to modern cuts along with classic straight razor, hot neck and facial shaves too. Bristle Barbershop and Academy is perfect for bachelor events, groomsmen, and any special occasion. Search for us on Google, Facebook, and our Bristle Barbershop Academy website. Bristle Barbershop and Academy, located off South Business 5 in Camdenton, near the VFW.
Alley Home and Howe Funeral Home, your hometown funeral service provider, has been proudly supporting Camdenton and the surrounding communities for 90 years. At Alley Home and Howe Funeral Home, we believe in giving back, remaining visible, and serving the communities that have welcomed us through the years. Our hometown staff is active in volunteering at local organizations. Brett Edson and the staff at Alley Home and Howe Funeral Home are proud supporters of Camdenton Laker Athletics, and we wish all of our student athletes the best of luck in the upcoming season.
1, 2, 3, Lakers!
There's a new bear in town at Bear Market in Camdenton, and the three bears are giving him room to roam with enlarged floor space and expanded departments. Hundreds of shelves packed with consignment merchandise, all at thrift store prices. Clothing for every member of the family, including infants and toddlers. And there were 6 cashier stations to serve you better. Plus, a portion of proceeds from sales goes to local charities. So look for the 4 bears at Bear Market, Route 54 West in Camdenton.
If it's happening at the lake, it's at Captain Ron's Bar and Grill. Voted best of the lake, Captain Ron's is always a destination for visitors and locals alike. From their relaxing sand beach to the best in regional entertainment, Captain Ron's has something for every taste. And speaking of taste, you won't want to miss the incredible menu featured daily at Captain Ron's. Bring the entire family out and maybe even plan an excursion on the lake's only authentic pirate ship, the Gypsy Rose. Whatever you're craving, you'll find it at the home of the Shootout, Captain Ron's Bar and Grill, 34.5-mile marker by boat or Lake Road 550 by car.
This live Camdenton Lakers football game on Lake TV is brought to you by Slumberland Furniture, the Midmo Sports Network, Surdike Yamaha, Marcus Sikora State Farm, Hollylift Boat Lifts, Cool Breeze Marine, the prop specialist, Allie Holman Howe Funeral Home in Camdenton, Ozark Homes, Bridal Cave, Quick Car in Osage Beach, Bristle Barbershop and Academy, Clark Tire in Sunrise Beach, MSHSAA, Captain Ron's, Bear Market, the Butcher Shop in Camdenton, LOZ Boats, the #1 Lake of the Ozarks boating community on Instagram, and Hedges Scott Funeral Homes.
And we're back here as you see your officials meeting in midfield as we're set to start our second half. Chris, Camdenton starts with the football, and tonight's broadcast wouldn't be possible without the generous support of our local sponsors.
Absolutely. Slumberland Furniture, Midmo Sports Network, Surdike Yamaha, Quick Car, Marcus Sikora State Farm, Polylift Boat Lifts, Allie Holman Howe Funeral Homes in Camdenton, Cool Breeze Marine, the prop specialist, Ozark Homes.
Yeah, of course, Bridal Cave, Bristol Barbershop and Academy, Captain Ron's, home of the annual Lake of the Ozarks Shootout, Clark Tire in Sunrise Beach, Bear Market, the Butcher Shop, the Missouri State High Schools Activities Association, Hedges Scott Funeral Homes, and LOZ Boats, the #1 Lake of the Ozarks boating community on social media. Go follow them on Instagram or Facebook at LOZ_boats. So set to kick it away for the Zizzers. Tommy Keller gets into it, and that one will go out of bounds in Camdenton. Good starting field position on the illegal procedure. They'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Well, you know what? What an incredible first half we had. I mean, that lived up to all the billing. 21-20, it's West Plains in the lead. Second half just getting started. It'll be interesting to see if this can live up to what that first half did. But the special teams was very important in that first half. You had a kickoff for return for a touchdown for West Plains. That's really the difference in the game right now. And you had the blocked PAT, and that 1 point is the difference on the scoreboard. So I think the Lakers might have learned something in that first half. Their special teams has to be good in this second half.
So first offensive possession for either team in the second half. DeLorean out of the gun. He finds Ezard, who catches it at the 41 for 6 yards. Will bring up 2nd down and 4. And if you're the Lakers, you saw that last drive to end the first half that ate nearly 6 minutes off the clock, predominantly running the football. But here, if you're Camdenton, they want to stick it to West Plains quick.
Yes, you know, they've shown that they can do both.
#2, Mason Draper, first time we've called his name. He's out to about the 44-yard line, real close to the yard to gain. Going to bring up 3rd down and 1 in the first half. Camdenton on first downs. They were 5 of 7 in the first half, so pretty efficient. And Paxton DeLaurent.
He was going for the sneak again. Might have been an offsides on the Zizzers trying to plug that hole in there. Nope.
They're going to get Camdenton with an Ozark Homes penalty flag onto the illegal procedure. So 3rd and 1 now turns into a 3rd and 6.
Yeah, that's tough. That's a tough call. You know, and it's interesting. you know, you have some games where it seems like all the calls are going against you, and that is the way it has been in this game for the Lakers, whether they've been good calls or bad calls. Most all of them seem to have gone against the Lakers. You would hope that turns around at some point.
3rd and 6. Paxton DeLaurent, plenty of time, great protection. He lowers his head up to the 45-yard line. He has 2 yards and a Laker first down. What a tough run by Paxton DeLaurent.
Whoa, that was, again, I mean, you just can't say enough about this kid. He lowered his shoulder and put a hit on the defender trying to tackle him, picked up the big first down.
Another quick car first down. Eli Griffin on the swing pass across midfield, tries to get outside and does. He's got 13 yards and a first down before being pushed out of bounds by Braden Lidgard. Down to the 41-yard line and into Zizzer territory. Another quick car first down.
Yeah, and there could have been out of bounds hit flag thrown on that one. There was a little late hit, no flag.
So another first down at the 41-yard line. DeLaurent out of the gun, steps up, his pump fake. Now he'll keep it across his body now, steps up, pump fake, still on his feet. I don't know how he eluded pressure. He'll run for it across the 30, inside the, down to the 23, inside the 25. Wow, 17-yard gain and a first down, and I think West Plains thought he was dead in the grass because they just stopped defending.
Yeah, I tell you what, he picked up 17 yards, but he ran about 3 miles on that one.
He sure did, Chris, and he's ready to go on 1st and 10 from the 22. Pump fake to Jace Nicholas now. Across the middle, throws low and in and out of the intended target's hand, who almost made a sensational grab. That's Hunter Aliti, who leaves his feet and a little low on the delivery.
Yeah, he's tired. He's got his hands on his hips. Just a second ago, he had his hands on his knees, and he was bending over, and for good reason, because that 17-yard run, he was running around, you know, putting a lot of mileage on there. So he was a little tired. It's good to get this little breather here.
That should be 12 men on the field. Looking for Jace Nicholas, and incomplete, but 2 things. Coach Shore is still barking at the officials. They thought that last play, when Leedy left his feet, there was helmet to helmet. Didn't get that call. And the man that was going off the field was still 3 yards on the field in front of the far side official, Chris, who didn't throw 12 men on the field.
Yeah, it's another tough break for the Lakers in something that should have been called and wasn't.
Quick hitter here. Faulkner now, a nice little move inside the 10 to the house. Touchdown, Lakers, 22 yards out. Jaden Faulkner, what a play, and he turned on the afterburners. And just like that, the Lakers march 65 yards in 1:46 and take their first lead of the night.
First lead of the night, and that was a perfect pass by DeLaurent. He led the receiver perfectly, right in stride, didn't miss a beat, made a great move.
And they're going for 2 to try to go up 7. Empty backfield, DeLaurent out of the gun. Jace Nicholas in motion now, loading the right side of DeLaurent. Lone receiver, Cooper Ezard, bottom of your screen. Little comeback route in and out of the hands of Ezard. Looked like there could have been interference to no avail, and with 10:14 left in our 3rd quarter, the Lakers have their first lead. You're watching exclusive coverage of Lakers football on Lake TV.
This live Camdenton Lakers football game on Lake TV is brought to you by Slumberland Furniture, the Midmo Sports Network, Surdike Yamaha, Marcus Sikora State Farm, Hollylift Boat Lifts, Cool Breeze Marine, the prop specialist, Allie Holman Howe Funeral Home in Camdenton, Ozark Homes, Bridal Cave, Quick Car in Osage Beach, Bristle Barbershop and Academy, Clark Tire in Sunrise Beach, MSHSAA, Captain Ron's, Bear Market, The Butcher Shop in Camdenton, LOZ Boats, the #1 Lake of the Ozarks boating community on Instagram, and Hedges Scott Funeral Homes.
And we are back now here at the Jaws of Death, where the Camdenton Lakers have just taken their first lead of the game, and they do so via a 22-yard pass from Paxton to Laurent to Jaden Faulkner. That's his 4th touchdown pass of the night and his 13th of the season already.
Yeah, and that's not even the most impressive thing that we've seen from DeLaurent. I mean, this kid's pretty amazing. Now, the Lakers struggled in the first half with the kickoff.
Oh, and it's on the ground! Wow, how close was that? Number 65, Brendan Marks, tried to make the play. It almost was very effective. We talked about that in the first half, Chris. Would the Lakers try that in between? Pooch kick, they did, and they got to like the almost results.
Yeah, the big lineman let it go through his hands, but he did fall on it. So the Zizzers get it on the 44-yard line. They start off with very good field position to start this, their first drive of the second half. They had a very impressive first half moving the ball, but their 2 stars were the main 2 stars. You got to wonder if the Lakers will zero in on them.
Connor Rackley now with, oh, and it's Ryan Mawson, blows it up. We talked about him in the pregame. He's the leader of this defense, and you see why right there, Chris. He just ran through a lineman to get to the offensive player who got the football. And Ryan Mawson, I don't want to take a hit from that kid.
Big hit. Good way for the Lakers defense to start the second half. The Zizzers are known for punching you in the face, and the Lakers just did that to them.
2nd down and 10 now. That was Alan Marchalk again. Here's Braden Lidgard in the backfield, and Jace Nicholas says no, sir-ee. How about a 6-yard loss, bringing up 3rd down and 16. Oh, baby, the Lakers defense looks ready in this second half.
You know what they talked about at halftime was Lidgard is their stud. Let's keep an eye on him every play, and if he gets the ball, let's hit him, let's bring him down. They got him that time.
So 3rd and 15. The Laker faithful getting loud. Rackley out of the shotgun, under pressure, eludes a would-be sack man, now throws across his body, has his man, Connor Lair inside the 20, still on his feet, inside the 10 before Jace Nicholas takes him down. A big-time gainer all the way down to the 7-yard line, Chris. That goes for 54 yards and a big-time athletic play from Rackley.
Yeah, I mean, and he was the key there. He could have been sacked. Lakers couldn't bring him down. He rolled out, bought time, and found the open receiver down the field. Huge play for West Plains.
So Rackley now just 1 touchdown away from tying the West Plains all-time touchdown mark. Won't get a chance here as Lidgard gets the carry, tries to get the edge, he will, dives for the pylon, into the, no, they're going to mark him down at the 1. We do have a penalty flag down, so we'll wait to see.
That either is a holding or a block in the back right there on the corner that allowed the runner to get to the outside.
So this Ozark Homes penalty flag should back West Plains further away as they're back inside the Marcus Sikora red zone. Of course, Marcus Sikora, State Farm Insurance. Gonna be a block in the back against the Zizzers. So they'll have it 1st down and goal from about the 19-yard line. So that goes for a 12-yard loss, Chris.
Yep.
That's exactly what Camdenton will settle with.
Well, and remember the last 2 drives, I believe, of the first half, the Lakers stopped West Plains deep in their own territory when they were making drives, one with a turnover, the other on a 4th down.
1st and goal from the 19. Rackley outside, throws and in and out of Marchalk. I'll tell you what, one of the tougher kids we've seen this year is Alan Marchalk. He took that huge hit from Randazzo. He also took the huge hit from Mawson. He looked a little shaken up on that one.
Yeah, he did, and I'll tell you what, that was a nice pass. It should have been caught. Lakers kind of caught a bit of a break on that one.
Yeah, you're starting to see why Connor Rackley is going to end his career as the all-time leading passer in Zizzer history. Extends the play, he runs well with the football, and has the ability to throw on the run accurately, and you saw it right there.
Rackley kind of got up slow from that last one, it looked like.
Little bubble screen looking once again. Randazzo with the stop. They were trying for Marchalk Marchalk with the bubble screen. Gonna bring up third down and goal now from the 16.
Big third down. Now in the first half, the Zizzers went for it on fourth down 3 different times. They got 2 of the 3. On the other one, on the third one, they turned it over on downs deep in this territory. They haven't tried to kick a field goal yet, and it makes you kind of wonder, maybe they don't feel too confident about their field goal unit out there.
So third and goal now. Ball at the 16-yard line. The Laker defense needs a stop. Lidgard in motion. He gets it on the sweep. Trying to get outside. Forced back inside. Flags on the field. Lidgard down to about the 11. They're going to call the hold and fourth down, or maybe they'll decline the penalty and take fourth down, or do you back him up even further?
That's a good question. What do you do? If it would be fourth down and goal, or do you back them up? And I think you back them up in this situation. The Lakers' defense has looked really good on this first drive of the second half for West Plains, other than that one big play. So where are we now? All the way back to the 35. Third and goal from the 35.
They're going to have to draw up something spectacular because you don't have a lot of plays in your playbook designed for third and goal from the 35.
No, but it would be a backbreaker for the Lakers if they do come up with something
huge. They're going to try something cute. Lakers all over it. Little shuffle pass, trying to get cute, still on his feet before being taken down at the 33. Interesting play there, and slow to get up. It appears we have an injured Zizzer on the play, an official timeout. We'll take a short commercial break. We'll be right back on Lake TV after this.
It's back, finally. Slumberland's clearance event. Our first clearance event in 3 years. Massive markdowns all over. Closeouts, floor samples, discontinued and one-of-a-kind items. Crazy low prices like beds as low as $199, sofas as low as $298, recliners as low as $198. Hey, did you know most Slumberland items can be in your home in a week? Hurry into our first clearance event in 3 years. In store at all Slumberland locations.
This is your Lake Area State Farm agent, Marcus Sikora, and I would love to be the one you trust for your insurance needs.
Hi, this is Kendall Surdike, and at Surdike Yamaha, we have been selling and serving the Ozarks for almost 50 years. We've learned during that time that our customers expect the best in their Yamahas, with same-day service and even courtesy loaner units. That is why at Surdike Yamaha, you receive 1 year of free scheduled maintenance with every new and used recreational Yamaha bought. You can have more fun with your Yamaha boats and wave runners that are assembled right here in the USA and won't have to worry about maintenance costs for the first year because it is on us.
You ride on our reputation.
Your vehicle, it's part of who you are. It's your partner in weekday traffic and your passport to weekend fun. It's your sometimes office and your all-the-time concert hall. For all your vehicle is to you, isn't it time you did something for it too? Check out the Quick Car Monthly Unlimited Wash Club. For only $25 a month, wash your car as often as you want. You'll enjoy significant savings. Join the Wash Club today. Quick Car. Quick, easy, and professional every time.
And we're back here at the jaws of death, 6:48 left, and the Zizzers, fourth and goal from the 32-yard line, Chris, and they don't look like they have any intentions of punting the football.
Now, they might do a quick kick here, but they've been very successful on fourth downs, albeit not 4th and 32.
Mawson, was first man back there. Rackley still on his feet. That's definitely on the quarterback for lowering his helmet to initiate the helmet-to-helmet hit. That's going to be on Rackley, and Camdenton, they're going to take over it. We could assume close to their 25-yard line with 6:34 left here in the third quarter of play.
Boy, I tell you what, though, impressive play from the Zizzers quarterback. He was under pressure early, was able to get out of the grasp a couple of times from the Lakers, who actually could have sacked him nearly at midfield and been in really great field possession. He picked up a big run since it was 4th and goal from the 32. The Lakers able to get him out of bounds, and it does look like he initiated, the West Plains quarterback initiated the contact. So the Lakers will pick up the extra yardage.
Penalties actually declined, so they don't tack it on, I guess. Interesting way high school rules work, but Camdenton does have the football with a 5-point lead, Chris, and that's vitally important.
So the Lakers, you know, your wild, bold prediction might come true here. You said the Lakers would go up by 2 scores in the second half. And the Lakers scored right out of the gate on their first drive. They got the ball back here on the, what is it? It's inside the 5-yard line, right?
Yeah, down about the 6-yard line, so 1st and 10. DeLaurent, the pitch outside. Nice little move by Eli Griffin. Who gets outside, or is that Jaden Faulkner? It's Griffin on the carry up to about the 10.
Nice run, good way to start the drive. Remember, at the end of the first half, the Lakers went into full power mode and started running the ball, and they actually ran the ball very effective. They're known for their high-powered throwing offense, which is very effective, but they also showed there at the end of the first half that they can run the ball and control the ball, which comes in handy when you got it deep in your own territory like this.
So on 2nd down, DeLaurent now. Oh, he had someone wide open, now throws, has his man in and out of the hands, and pick 6 for Braden Lidgard. Oh my goodness. Colin Thomas had an opportunity in and out of his hands, and Johnny on the spot, Braden Lidgard picks it off and returns it 27 yards to the house, and West Plains back out in front just like that.
How heartbreaking is that? Because DeLaurent had 2 wide open receivers, one on the right side that he didn't see. The one that he threw it to that should have been a catch, went through his hands, was just delivered a gift into the defender's hands and runs it into the end zone, an easy touchdown.
So to attempt the extra point now for West Plains, it's Owen Fisher, and an important extra point, or really, I guess, kind of an insignificant at this point. 2 points would put you up 3, but they're not worried about it. The extra point is up, and well, there's no one there to tell us whether it was. I guess it's up.
Apparently
and good.
It's good.
So the Zizzers regain the lead. It's 28-26 on the pick 6 from Braden Lidgard. We knew he could do it on the ground. We knew he could do it catching the football, but he's got a kickoff return for a touchdown and now a pick 6. This kid is special.
Yeah, you know what? Really good players just find a way to be around the ball, whether it's on offense, defense, whatever. There he was again, right there, Johnny on the spot. And, you know, you can't teach that stuff. Some of that is just natural, instinctual ability.
So 5:41 left to go here in the third quarter. And whether you're listening on our feed or our alternative feed now, we've pulled up the Facebook feed here through the cell phone, having network connection problems here. And actually, we just don't get internet provided from the Camdenton district for whatever reason. So we're going to have to rely on our Wi-Fi LTE here as Camdenton kicks it deep. Fielded inside the 10-yard line by Nicholas, across the 25, nears the 30-yard line, and he'll be gang tackled there at about the 31-yard line.
You know, the Lakers, though, they have to have some confidence here, because First drive of the second half, they took it down. They scored a touchdown. The last time that should have been caught, that pass should have been caught. Receiver gets a gift pick six, goes in for the touchdown.
So 1st and 10 now. Camdenton in a bit of a backbreaker, Chris. They had the touchdown lead. They had the football. And if you're West Plains, that is the best thing that could have happened for you.
Yeah, that was a gift. But they've been getting a lot of gifts this game, whether it's officiating or that pick six was huge for them.
And not DeLauren's fault here. He's got Griffin on the under route, the drag route. He's up to about the 38-yard line. We'll give him 7. That'll bring up 2nd down and 3. And if you're Camdenton, you got to keep your composure. It's only 28-26. West Plains with the slim lead after the pick six by West Plains.
Camdenton going quick.
Faulkner now out of the backfield up to about the 43. That's good for a quick car first down, and Camdenton moves the sticks.
You know what? I think the Lakers, though, even though that pick six went the other way and they're behind again on the scoreboard, they seem to be gaining in confidence. They should, because they are controlling the game at this point if it wasn't for that unfortunate pick six.
All right, so first down presented by Quick Car in Osage Beach. We would take a commercial break, but Chris, let's give a shout out to some of our sponsors here on our Facebook feed.
Absolutely. We'd like to thank the Bridal Cave, Bristle Barber Shop and Academy, Captain Ron's, Clark Tire in Sunrise Beach, Bear Market, the Butcher Shop, Hedges Scott Funeral Home, LOZ Boats, the #1 Lake of the Ozarks boating communities on social media. So some wonderful sponsors there. Also Slumberland Furniture, Midmo Sports Network, Surdike Yamaha, Quick Car, Marcus Sikora State Farm, Polylift Boat Lifts, Allie Home and Howe Funeral Homes in Camdenton, Cool Breeze Marine, the prop specialist, and of course Ozark Homes.
Thanks to our sponsors, and folks, thanks for your patience as we deal with the inevitable obstacle of the Camdenton district trying to get reliable internet, but we will be working on that this week, so hopefully we'll have a resolution in sight. Paxton DeLauren on 1st and 10 out of the shotgun. Little bubble screen as his man, and good yardage down to about the 47 after a modest gain of 3 or 4, and Randazzo with the catch. He has 4. 4:45 left in the third quarter now.
Great game. Lakers are down by 2 after that big pick six for West Plains, but the Lakers have pretty much been controlling this second half. If it wasn't for a couple of different plays, a long throw for the West Plains offense on a broken play, and then the pick six.
Everybody moved early except the center, so something tells me the center might have had the snap count wrong.
Yeah, he might not have gotten the right snap count there. Tough break for the Lakers as they lose that 5 yards. That's a tough 5 yards.
They'll be right back to the initial line of scrimmage, so 2nd down and 10. And Camdenton had their first lead and also the football. For those of you that were watching as we dropped our signal, it was Paxton DeLauren who had a receiver drop a pass, and a pick six as Faulkner now looking to gain some momentum across midfield. He'll be gang tackled at about the 48-yard line, but not before moving the football inside Zizzer territory.
Yeah, and that brings up a big 3rd down, as they'll be just a little bit short of the 1st down mark, and it looks like another Zizzer has gone down. No?
Actually, Jaden Faulkner, the injured player, a Laker, and he'll make his way off the field under his own powers. So you always love seeing that, Chris.
Yeah. So it's a big 3rd down and short 3, it looks like.
DeLauren on 3rd down has Cooper Ezzard across the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's good for a quick car first down, and Camdenton keeps the chains moving with 3:12 left in the third quarter.
Yeah, huge pickup. They keep possession of the ball, keep moving, and really, like I said earlier, the Lakers have pretty much controlled this third quarter.
DeLauren now throws over the middle. He was looking for Cooper Ezard. A nice defensive play once again by Marchalk. He's been all over the place.
Yep. The Lakers faithful getting a little tired of some of these calls from the officials.
So DeLaurent now looking for his receiver who makes an outstanding catch. Jace Nicholas was falling, still had the presence of mind to make the catch. Positive yardage on first down, or second down rather. Gonna bring up third down and about 5 or a really short 6.
Yeah, and a big third down.
And an offside as the master himself, Paxton DeLaurent. The hard count works to perfection, so time to bring in your big package.
Yeah, so it's going to be a 3rd and short. About, less than a one yard to go here. And again, probably in the part of the field where you've got 2 plays to get this first down.
Only down 2, Chris, as the clock continues to move. The play clock inside 20. Camdenton with that power eye set here. You got the wishbone in the backfield in front of Eli Griffin. DeLaurent lowers his head, and for the 3rd time tonight on 3rd and short, he does it himself. Another quick car first down.
Our unofficial stats show that the Lakers are 8 for 10 on 3rd down in this game, 80%, which is pretty amazing at completing or converting on 3rd downs.
And it really goes to show your leader at the quarterback position who has the presence of mind to make those plays on 3rd down, Chris.
Yep, absolutely. Well, and he's a big kid. He's hard to stop.
Ooh, Griffin is rocked on the play. First man there for the Zizzers. That's number 52, Sebastian Rogers. Big time hit.
Yeah, big power package for the Lakers. The Zizzers were up for the challenge on that one, although Camdenton did gain a yard on that. Some positive yardage up to the 30-yard line here as clock runs with 1:35 in the 3rd quarter.
Those of you just tuning in, I do apologize. We're live on Facebook from a cell phone due to technical difficulties, and trying to put that one out for his receiver to make a play was DeLaurent. Very nearly intercepted, Chris.
Yeah, that was close. Tried to fit it into a real tight spot. One of those throws that, it makes you a little nervous.
3rd and 8 out to the flat. Faulkner, this play's worked a couple of times already. Not this time. First man there for the Zizzers, number 33, Jonathan Bibb. What a play. He's going to bring up 4th down and 9. This would be about a 47-yard field goal, and I think that might be just a little out of the range of the field goal kicker for Camdenton. 4th and 8. DeLaurent steps up, pump fake, under pressure. Still, he's taken down at midfield. A big loss. There for the Zizzers, number 42, Eric Washington, his 2nd sack of the game and potentially the biggest play of his career.
Yeah, absolutely. And DeLaurent is usually really good at being able to get away in those situations. He just wasn't quite able to get enough space and distance that time. And that's a huge sack. Not only do the Lakers not convert on 4th down, but the sack backs them all the way up, and West Plains will take over at midfield.
But now it's time to see what this Lakers team is all about, Chris. This is when you find out if your team is a championship contender or if you're a championship wannabe contender. 1st down and 10 in midfield. Rackley on the sweep to Braden Lidgard. Outside, and nice tackle by Talon Randazzo. Mason Draper also in on the stop for Camdenton.
He's an impressive runner, man. The Lakers had that pretty well defended out there. Could have been tackled at the line of scrimmage, but he's so quick and so fast, he was able to make some moves and get around there and pick up 3 yards. That was a nice little gain for them. Again, pretty good defense, though, from the Lakers, and this is huge. They're down by 2. Time running out in the 3rd quarter, and they need to come up with a stop here.
2nd down and 7. 12 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. 28-26. West Plains out in front. Quarterback keeper on the read option, Connor Rackley. lowers his head as Hunter Leedy with the stop just shy of the 40-yard line, going to bring up 3rd down and very short.
I tell you what, this Connor Ackley's very impressive as a quarterback for West Plains. He can pretty much do it all. He just showed that he can run really well. He can throw pretty darn well. And he's really a good leader for this team.
So that concludes tonight's 3rd quarter of play. After 3, Camdenton 26, West Plains 28. The Zizzers out in front by 2. We won't take a commercial break, but we will give a shout out to our sponsors, our friends at Slumberland Furniture, the Midmo Sports Network, Surdike Yamaha, Quick Car and Osage Beach, the Marcus Sikora State Farm Insurance Agency, Polylift Boat Lifts, Ali Home and Howe Funeral Homes in Camdenton, Cool Breeze Marine, Ozark Home Manufactured Homes in Lori.
We'd also like to thank the Bridal Cave, Bristle Barber Shop and Academy, Captain Ron's, Clark Tire in Sunrise Beach, Bear Market, the Butcher Shop, Hedges Scott Funeral Home, LOZ Boats, the #1 Lake of the Ozarks boating communities on social media.
And do apologize about the shakiness. Folks, I'm holding a cell phone in my hands, trying to broadcast for you guys, so it is a little shaky. Read option, this time Rackley keeps it. 1st down on 3rd and 1. Another quick car 1st down. And the Hog is the traditional mascot for the Lakers linemen. They call the Hog, so that is the Purple Hog, Mr. Underwood.
Unofficially, West Plains 7 for 11 on 3rd downs after picking that one up, and they're up by 2, so they're looking for a score that would put them up by 2 scores.
Titus Sealy now with a hole, still on his feet inside the 20, down to the Marcus Sikora red zone. 1st and 10, Zizzers at the 18-yard line. That was a 20-yard gain, another 1st down.
And a big play, the second big play on offense for West Plains of the second half. They had a broken play, big long pass that picked up a 3rd down, and that play broke it open, and they've got the ball now, at the 18-yard line.
Connor Rackley out of the gun. Braden Lidgard with the carry. Little room to work with as the Lakers front stops him.
As we got an injury.
So an injured Laker on the field, and we welcome to the booth our field camera and chief engineer with Lake TV, Ricky Smith. He takes over holding my cell phone as we try to do what we must to bring you live Camdenton Laker football. And we do have our thoughts and concerns with an injured Laker. I don't have a number. Court Petty was shaken up earlier tonight, but no indication of who this is. And your game situation, 11:07. The Zizzers led at the half, 21-20. The Lakers scored first in the second half and then got the ball back. It was a pick 6 by Braden Lidgard, the All-State performer, one of the most exciting players in the state of Missouri. He has a 95-yard kick return for a touchdown and a 35-yard pick 6, Chris. He's done it all. He's also over 100 yards on the ground tonight.
Yeah, he has been extremely impressive. But you know what? So have the Lakers.
$11:07 to go, and it was Stevens who looked to be shaken up on the play, and he's had a big game tonight, Chris. Marcus Stevens, he had the fumble recovery, and he's second on the team in tackles so far. As Lidgard tries to get the edge, he's got some blockers in front, lowers his head, and he's taken out of bounds after about 6, maybe 7. Nice job by the Lakers to rally to the football.
Yeah, you know what? The Lakers were kind of in this same position late in the first half, and the defense came up big twice. They got a turnover once, and they got to stop on 4th down in the other one to keep West Plains out of the end zone and off the scoreboard. They're down by 2 points right now, and the defense has to come up big again if they're going to stay within 1 score.
3rd and 4. Crowd needs to make some noise here for the Lakers. 3rd and 4, balls at the 13-yard line. Lidgard up the middle. Second effort, he's awful close, Chris.
Yeah, that Lingard again. He's their main guy, and the Lakers came out in the second half focusing on trying to stop him. They've made it tough for him in the second half, but he got a little bit of yardage there. It's going to be a 4th and 1.
Yeah, 4th and short, Chris. So if Camdenton wanted to rise to the occasion, now would be the time.
This might be the play of the game right here if the Lakers can get a stop on 4th down.
Coach Shore's going to call a timeout here on the far sideline. Maybe he saw something he didn't like. That's his first timeout of the second half. The Lakers will have 2 left.
Yeah, and again, you know, the Lakers defense really has played pretty well in this game, and in the first half, they came up with a couple of big stops in this situation. And this is a huge one. In that first half, one of the touchdowns, in fact, the first touchdown for West Plains in this position, they did a little misdirection. They faked it, quarterback kept it on the left side and pretty much had a wide open run into the end zone.
So a huge play here, Chris. The Lakers would love to get a stop. And, you know, if you're West Plains, this is a good opportunity to kick a field goal and make the Lakers score a touchdown. They're gambling to go for a touchdown, but if it stays a 2-point game, you know, Lakers have a pretty special kicker on their sideline.
Well, yeah, you know, but West Plains, they've gone for 4th down 4 times in this game. They're 2 for 4. The Lakers have stopped them the last 2 times, but this West Plains team is so prolific and they have been so successful picking up yardage that they feel like they can get these 4th downs.
It's gonna get loud. 4th down and 1. Ball at the 9-yard line. Rackley out of the shotgun. Lidgear to the backfield. It's a low snap. Rackley tries to go forward. He's got the first down. What an effort from Connor Rackley, Chris.
Yeah, did that on his own pretty much. It was a low snap. The Lakers were right on him, but he was able to squeeze through and get the yardage.
So 1st down and goal. West Plains inside the Marcus Sikora State Farm red zone. 10 minutes left in tonight's game. West Plains 28, Camdenton 26. Lidgard tries the right side. No siree. Marcus Stevens back on the field, leads the Laker charge and stops him for a loss of 2.
Nice. They know they've got a key on this Lingard team. The kid, he's been doing everything in this game. Nice play by the Lakers.
9:40 left. Ball's the 10-yard line. 2nd down and goal. The Lakers need a stop. It was the 2nd interception of the season, thrown by Paxton DeLaurent, taking 35 yards to the house by Braden Lidgard, the difference in this game right now. Crowd's gonna get loud. 2nd down and 10. Out of the shotguns, Rackley. Play action. He's looking into the flat. It's a low throw. He had his man with room to run. Connor Larry already has a touchdown tonight. Low throw and 3rd and goal now from the 10-yard line. And I bet you're about to hear this place get very, very loud.
Again, this game has been a great game from the beginning, nip and tuck. It's coming down to all these close plays.
3rd down and goal. Both teams with 2 timeouts. Play clock's down to 10. Rackley out of the gun. It's a read option. Rackley keeps it. He's tripped up at the 5. He's down to about the 3. Making the stop for the Lakers, Talon Randazzo, a big time stop by Randazzo coming from the secondary. Otherwise, Rackley scores right there, Chris.
Yeah, you know, the last couple of times they've been in a real tough position, they've run that quarterback draw right up the middle, and they picked up good yardage on it.
Here we go, Chris. This is the biggest play of the game so far. 4th down and goal from the 3. You probably won't be able to hear us over here. Rackley out of the shotgun. Gonna have to burn a timeout. That's gonna leave the Zizzers with just 1 timeout with 8:21 left. That could prove to be a factor later in the game, Chris.
Yeah, I mean, the way this game has gone, it's a 2-point game right now, 28-26. And the Zizzers with a big 4th down and 3 yards to go. They are 3 for 5 on 4th downs in this game. They're used to going for it. They're feeling comfortable about it. This Lakers defense is the best defense they've played so far this year. We'll see if the Lakers are up to the challenge.
So 28-26 your score. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you just joining us, 8:21 left in the game. Camdenton has held West Plains the last 2 times their offense has had it in the red zone. However, they've got it 4th and goal from the 3-yard line. This is the play of the game up to this point, Chris.
The West Plains offense hasn't scored since the first quarter.
It's been a kickoff return for a touchdown and a pick 6 from Braden Lidgard. The Laker defense has been very strong. Can they be as strong as they need to be? 4th and goal. Ball at the 3-yard line. Lidgard in motion. He takes the snap, tries to get the edge, and that was easy. Lidgard to the house from 3 yards out, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 1st rushing the football, and that makes it an 8-point game, which means this extra point is that much more crucial.
Yeah, absolutely, and you got to give West Plains credit. You know, they go for 4th down on a regular basis because they do things like that. They're good enough to be able to pick that up. You know, got to give them credit. Good job for West Plains.
How do you not know Lidgard's getting the football out of the slot? Maybe they did. He's just that good and hard to stop. The extra point attempt. It is no good. He missed it wide left, and it's still a 1-possession ball game as West Plains leads by 8.
Well, that keeps the door open for the Lakers as far as they need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie this game up. Still 8 minutes and 15 seconds to go. You know, the strange thing about football is that different breaks can go different ways. The Lakers, for the most part, have outplayed West Plains in this second half. They had a pick 6, did West Plains, and a huge 4th down stop for a sack there. They got the ball back at midfield on that one. You got to give West Plains credit. They took it down, they got it in the end zone. It took a couple of 4th down conversions to get it done, but they picked it up. And now they're in the driver's seat, and they have done this on the road too. Again, you've really got to give the Zizzers credit. They've done this in very hostile conditions, but the Lakers are still in it. They're down by a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it up.
That was a huge missed extra point. Can't stress it enough, Chris, because if you're down 2 scores, you feel that sense of urgency and you may play a little out of rhythm. Well, still a 1-score game. You can do anything you want to on this series. Field it at the 20-yard line. Bouncing outside and finally pinball down at the 30-yard line. That's number 13, Ethan Harris, the senior, with a heads-up return. And Camdenton, 1st and 10 at their own 29, and it's 34 West Plains, 26 Camdenton. 8:08 left in the fourth quarter. You're watching exclusive coverage of Camdenton Lakers football on Lake TV. We don't traditionally bring you a cell phone stream. We are resulting to that tonight due to unforeseen things out of our control. I'm William Holtz here with the great Chris Schneider. Ross Reinhardt, our head production assistant, holds the cell phone, and he does so gracefully. First down, pump fake, and he's in big trouble. Paxton DeLorean thrown down back at the 18-yard line, an 11-yard loss, and big number 69, Brady Robbins, the senior, disrupting this Camdenton drive before it ever gets started.
Yeah, DeLorean didn't have a chance on that one. The rusher right in on him before he had a chance to do anything. Second down and long. The Lakers going to have to come up with some good stuff here.
Free run to the quarterback. Looking deep for Nicholas. He has him. Nicholas hauls it in down to the 26-yard line. Jace Nicholas. He has 55 yards. That young man made an incredible catch on a sensational throw from Paxton DeLorean.
That was an amazing catch. Running at full speed, diving, and he hangs on to it even as he hits the ground, and the Lakers are in business.
We've got Joe Beth Nicholas, the mother of Jace Nicholas, crying uncontrollably outside. This is intense, folks. Eli Griffin down to the 26, just an incredible series of events. And Camdenton, you know, we know this offense is powerful, but boy, when they needed a big play, they got one from their two big-time playmakers.
Yeah, and remember, that was right on the heels of that huge sack that had backed him up big time.
Oh, low throw and able to make the play on a low throw, but that's the second time we've seen a Zizzer defender late getting off and no 12th man called, Chris. That's twice now.
Yeah, you know, I mean, you hate to be hard on the officials in these situations, but it's really tough when it makes when it could be game deciding and they're missing calls.
And it's been consistently all night here. Now 3rd and 8, big time 3rd down. DeLorean has time now, steps up in the pocket, still eludes pressure. He's got all day, he should run for it. Flag down, throws into the end zone, almost made a play, incomplete. We have a flag down over here, so players shaking up all over the place. 6:52 left, their Ozark Homes penalty flag sits at the 31-yard line, typically in the vicinity of an offensive hold, Chris.
Yeah, you know, and I wonder, DeLorean had a chance, I thought, to take off and run. He had a lot of field wide open in front of him, and he decided to stay back there and try to find somebody.
It's a face mask against the Zizzers. That was not what I was expecting. There was no indication from the Lakers sideline or the Zizzers sideline, Chris, but that's a big-time break for Camdenton.
Does that give them a first down?
I'm so confused.
They only moved it 5 yards, it looks like.
So 3rd down and 8, I have no idea what's happening. Big 3rd down here for DeLorean and the Lakers. Coach Short trying to straighten things up here on the near sideline with the official, asking him about it. And now we'll get an official stop to talk this over. And I don't think anybody has an idea what's going on.
I don't think Jeff Shore knows what's going on. That's why he's calling the official over, say, hey, what in the world is going on here? Was that a face mask?
Yeah, on 3rd and 8. There's a face mask against the defense. It can't stay 3rd and 8.
You wouldn't think so.
The only reason you replay 3rd down is if there's 2 negating penalties, 1 on each team, Chris. And that was not the case.
At least not the way they described it. So the officials are talking it over here, trying to figure it out. Now they're moving the ball again.
So it's a 5-yard face mask penalty. It'll be 3rd and 3 now. Things starting to make a little more sense.
That is shockingly incompetent that they almost forgot to move the ball 5 yards in this situation.
And how about another stop as the West Plains coach.
Now he needs to know what's going on.
Well, I don't understand why he doesn't get it. It was 3rd and 8. 5-yard penalty or 15-yard penalty. They got lucky. It was just a 5-yard.
Apparently just a 5-yarder.
mask.
But again, going back to that last play, DeLaurent did a great job in scrambling back there and buying time. It looked like he could have taken off and run for a first down.
And I thought he should have.
Yeah, I do too. So sometimes, again, these are just high school kids. Sometimes they don't see that, and he has been so successful of staying back there and finding a receiver, and I'm sure he figured that it was going to happen again, and so we got a big third down here.
And DeLaurent, don't forget, he put a great ball into the end zone that should have been caught. So 3rd down and 3, DeLaurent up the middle. It's a Laker first down presented by Quick Car, and DeLaurent knows what to do on those 3rd and short yardage situations. Keep the sticks moving, and the Lakers now inside the Marcus Sikora State Farm red zone.
So we've got 6 minutes and 47 seconds left in the ball game. The Lakers need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it up.
DeLaurent now, plenty of time as he dances around and then taken down as Eric Washington and big number 48. Landon Belcher, the junior, in on the sack as well. And one thing you could say, Chris, about DeLaurent is when he has all that time, he does try to extend the play when you'd love to see him tuck it a run or maybe hit one of his checkdowns before it results to a big loss. 2nd and big. DeLaurent now has Ethan Harris, and not a whole lot on 2nd and 18. We'll give him 3 or 4. Gonna bring up about 3rd down and 14.
Yeah, they're facing a big 3rd down here. DeLaurent throwing that one a little off balance. You would think with as much running around as these defensive linemen have been doing, they might be running out of gas at this point.
3rd down, DeLaurent now. Deflected at the line, big Lair. Connor Lair, he's been all over the place tonight with a big deflection, and this is a huge situation. 4th and 14. Coach Shore, what do you have up your sleeve here?
And unofficially, the Lakers 0 for 1 on 4th down. The last time they went for it, they got sacked and lost a lot of yardage.
4th and 14 now. DeLaurent, a beautifully clean pocket. Steps up. Still, and he gets tripped up. Lair with the sack. Another big play by Connor Lair, and another time DeLaurent has to get rid of that football.
Yeah, he, so many times he gets away with being able to run around and do stuff like that, but when you play a really good, high-quality team like this, sometimes you can't get away with that every time.
But no need to panic, Chris. Still 5:27. The Lakers with a pair of timeouts, and now it's time to see if their defense could get big here. And they're without the services of Court Petty, who we've been informed by our own Ross Reinhardt is in shorts and flats on the Lakers sideline, so his night is over.
Yeah, and the defense has played pretty well in this second half. Very well. Now, the Zizzers scored the last time they had the ball. They had it on a short field, went 50 yards, converted a couple of 4th downs, and put it in the end zone on a 4th down. The Lakers have been good. They just, if they're going to have a chance, they got to stop them here.
So on that 4th and 14, Chris, DeLaurent, he had time. At some point, we've got to see him do it with his legs because he has the ability. And once he gets an open space, he's super hard to bring down.
Yeah, and look at over on the other side, West Plains, when they've been in similar situations, their quarterback has run the ball up the middle and picked up the yardage a lot of times. The Lakers, they weren't able to do that, and that's pretty much been the difference in the ball game is the conversions on 4th down.
So now the Zizzers with their biggest offensive series of the night. It starts 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Yeah, and there's still plenty of time for the Lakers here. They're down by 8. They're within a score, but the defense has to make a stop and get the ball back or get a turnover.
Connor Rackley with Braden Lidgard in the backfield with him. Lidgard gets the carry. Cuts back across, big time yardage. He's got 13 yards on first down, and a big zizzer first down out to the 44. Another quick car of Osage Beach first down.
Yeah, that's not going to do it for the Lakers, obviously. I mean, if you know anybody's going to get the ball, it's going to be Lidgard. They just couldn't stop that.
.5:20 left in the game. We're in the fourth quarter, and the Zizzers lead the Lakers 34-26.
It's been a great game. It's lived up to all the hype.
Lidgard with the carry, a big hole, and nice tackle by Nicholas, who comes up and makes the stop from his safety position. After a gain of 4, brings up 2nd down and 6, and the Lakers going to have to get some kind of push on the offense and defensive line here.
Yeah, this is where West Plains, you know, they live and die with this power run game. They do it better than probably just about anybody in the state. They've got a very big, strong offensive line that makes those holes. The Lakers are going to have to stop them here. They're going to have to find a way.
It's time for a Laker takeaway. 2nd down and 5.
Ooh, almost got away from him.
Snap. Rackley now turns it into something nice. He has an 8-yard gain and another first down before being taken down by Laker Parker Warmock.
Well, you know, it's interesting. We talked about it in the pregame show. West Plains has had their way with the Lakers the last few years. I think winning 4 out of the last 5. You know, and I think for just about, if not every one of those games, Lidgard and Radke have been there, the quarterback and the running back, and once again, they are the difference in this game.
No doubt about it, partner. It's 1st and 10, ball at the 42-yard line of the Lakers. Just 4 minutes, 8 seconds to go. Lidgard again. So patient, has a hole, bounces outside to the 30. It's a foot race with Faulkner. Cuts back, and Jaden Faulkner saves the Lakers' night. 1st down and 10 at the 12-yard line. That's good for 30 yards, and now you're starting to see why Braden Lidgard is the most dynamic player from the running back position in this conference.
Well, and you know, the Lakers had him stopped. They were there. They had it defended well. They had him in their arms. Lidgard was just better than they were. He was a little stronger, a little quicker, whatever it was. He got away, had the big gainer, and now with 3:45 left in the game and the Zizzers deep in Lakers territory, Lakers really need a turnover.
1st down and 10. Ball's inside the Marcus Sikora State Farm red zone. 3:30 left in the game. Lidgard with the carry to the right side, cuts back inside and upended Nicholas, the first one there. Mawson and Stevens clean it up on the outside, just 2 yards on 1st down, gonna bring up 2nd down and 8.
Clock running, 3:10. Nice stop by the Lakers there. The clock is running, but they need to get the ball back either on downs or a turnover here. They cannot allow a score. They can't go down by 2 scores.
And you've got to start looking at those 2 timeouts that Coach Shore has in his pocket. Do you save those, or do you try to get the 4th down stop and reserve the clock?
It is the time where you start thinking about that.
Big push from Griffin in the backfield. He blew that play up, and that's why that went nowhere. That's going to bring up a big 3rd down as Coach Shore does just that. Burns his 2nd timeout with 2:37 left, and that's going to bring up the biggest play of the game.
Yeah, so we've got a big 3rd down. 3rd and 7 it looks like. We've got 2:37 left in the ball game. The Zizzers are not confident at all in their kicking game. They missed the last PAT. It did not look good. They hit the earlier PATs, but they have not tried a field goal all night.
And you might think, Chris, if the Lakers don't allow the Zizzers to get close to 1st down here, you might have to try a field goal and put this to a 2-score game.
They might. It depends on, you know, how confident or lack of confidence they are in that kicking game to try for a field goal. They've been so successful on 4th downs. They've been, 4 of 6 on 4th downs in this game. They were 2 for 2 on the last drive, including for the touchdown. They might just try to go for it. Again, it all depends on how much of a lack of confidence they have in their kicking game, because a good field goal would win the game for them. It would pretty much sock the game away.
We'll see if they even have that in their bag of tricks, Chris. But tonight, it's been quarterback Connor Rackley, tailback Braden Lidgard, and you can't forget about big Alan Marchuk or Connor Lair. Four of the biggest playmakers for the Zizzers tonight, and here we are, 3rd down and 7. 2:37 left in the game. Rackley out of the shotgun. Here comes Lidgard. He takes the snap on the sweep. The Lakers are there in the backfield, blowing it up. That's going to bring up 4th down and 10. And Coach Jeff Shore elects to burn his final timeout of the evening with 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go. That will bring up 4th down and 10, and we're about to get the answer to all of our questions, Chris.
$1 million question right now. How bad does West Plains feel about their field goal unit? Because if they hit a field goal from here and from this distance, it would be about, what, a 30-yarder or so.
30-yarder, that's a lengthy one.
That's a lengthy one when you're a little unsure about your field goal team. But they've been very successful on 4th downs. If the Lakers can stop them, they get the ball back with a chance for to go down the field and tie it up.
Biggest play of the game, needless to say. Camdenton, after tonight's game, they'll hit the road next week to play the winless Central team. Then week 5, they're right back here to play Hillcrest, also winless. Then week 6, the biggest rivalry of the year for Camdenton. They'll go on the road to play the undefeated Lebanon Yellow Jackets. So the next 2 weeks, rather easy it looks, but 3 weeks from now, the big Yellow Jacket matchup. But first, Chris, unfinished business at the jaws of death. 4th down and 10.
Looks like they're going to try for the field goal.
It's going to be officially a 29-yard attempt.
The game is on the line.
Tommy Keller will do the honors. It's a high snap. Could it be a fake? And Rackers goes nowhere. Tommy Kelly taken down from behind. Guess who? Ryan Mawson. And the Camdenton Lakers are alive yet.
And we see why the Zizzers have not had any confidence in that field goal unit. The snap wasn't even good. The kicker didn't even have a shot at it. I thought for a second he might have some room over there to run, but good job by the Lakers stopping that, giving him no room. And now they've got a chance. As much that has gone against the Lakers in this game and in this second half, they still have a shot to come back and tie it up.
No doubt, 2:25 left. DeLauret, quick one to Ezard, and he's taken down to the 25. Throw the flag. I cannot believe it. It'll be a Laker first down up to the 25-yard line, presented by Quick Car. And here we go now. It's 2-minute offense for the Lakers. They need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Pump fake. DeLauret under pressure, throws across his body. He's got his man, Jace Nicholas, up to the 44-yard line. How about 19 yards to his favorite target with 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go?
Really good job by DeLauret staying on his feet. He had pressure that was right on him, but he was able to avoid that, stay on his feet, find the open receiver, and they're on the move.
1st and 10, ball at the 45-yard line. DeLauret now throws it back shoulder, looking for Nicholas. Really good idea. Almost perfect execution. I think Nicholas was continuing to run the streak. DeLauret saw the back shoulder opportunity to no avail. Going to bring up 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, you live to play another down. It's just an incomplete pass. It stops the clock with 2:04 left in the game, but they've got it on the 45.
Watch Talon Rendazzo, bottom of your screen. DeLauret now, lots of time. Tries to get outside and able to. He has about a 4-yard gain up to the 49-yard line. Did they throw a... Gonna bring up 2nd down and 6 now. A minute 40, and DeLorean continues to extend plays and hold on to it. The crowd's starting to throw the ball, but DeLorean has tricks up his sleeve. He's got an idea.
There should be third down.
Throws it in and out of the hands of Ethan Harris. Going to bring up 3rd down and 6 or 4th down and 6?
Yeah, it should be 4th down, and that was actually a nice throw. Should have been caught. Gets away from him, but DeLorean is gassed. He's got his hands on his hips. He was bending over with his hands on his knees just a second ago, so he's tired. You would think the defense is tired, but it comes down to this.
34-26 West Plains. 4th and 6, and West Plains elects to call a timeout. So here's your ball game, folks. A minute 24 remaining. Camdenton down by 8 with no timeouts left. 4th and 6, ball is out the 49-yard line of the Lakers. And here Paxton DeLorean has to realize if you don't get the first down, the ball game's over.
Yeah.
If you're going to extend the play, look for a crease and get that 6 yards, Chris.
Well, and I think another thing he needs to try and keep in the back of his mind, if they don't call directly for a quarterback draw, which they might do because that's been a successful play for him today, and it's been successful for the Zizzers too. But I think DeLorean needs to remember that if he doesn't throw the ball, if he's got a lane, he needs to try to take it if he can pick up those, 6 yards that he's got to pick up for this first down, because you're right. I mean, it's all on this play. They either have to pick up a first down or the game it's over.
So you know the situation with just a minute 24 left. Right now, the Missouri State High School rankings have the Class 4 as follows. Camdenton, the 2nd best team, West Plains, the 5th best team. But right now, it's West Plains out in front by 8, and here's the Lakers' chance. Empty backfield, 4th down and 6. DeLorean, clean snap. Trying to get away, he will! Inside the 40, inside the 35, down to the 30. Could have got a late hit there. Not sure why you don't throw the flag, but it's 1st and 10.
That was an obvious late hit. Penalty flag should have been thrown. Unexplainable why it wasn't, but great run for DeLorean, 1st down.
What a play when you needed him to make that escape. Into the flat for Ezard. Makes the first guy miss, still on his feet, down to the 22-yard line. Only 8 yards, but a big 8 yards. We're inside a minute to go. 2nd down and 2. No timeouts left for Camdenton. 50 seconds left on the clock. DeLorean, pump fakes. Plenty of time. Now throws, has his man down to the 11-yard line. 1st down, Jay Griffin. Ball's at the 11-yard line. The clock will stop with 44 seconds to go. The Lakers inside the Marcus Sikora State Farm red zone.
I think everybody's worn out. I mean, DeLorean just stood with that ball back there looking because the defenders were too tired to chase after him, and the receivers were almost too tired to run, but DeLorean is gassed.
DeLorean now, quick hitter, incomplete, and he is so fortunate that was not intercepted. That would have been ball game. He was looking for his slot receiver on a quick slant to Cooper Ezard. That time the football gods were with the Lakers.
Well, it almost seems like, DeLorean is so tired right now. He wasn't thinking straight on that one. He should not have thrown that one.
31 seconds left. Quick hitter here, Jaden Faulkner to the edge. Inside the 10, he fumbles the football, and the Lakers have it inside the 5. And again, the Lakers are fortunate. The clock's going to keep running, though, because they didn't get the first down, or did he go out of bounds? So they do say he goes out of bounds. Everything that could have went right for the Lakers there did. Not only did they get the fumble, they got it out of bounds, so the clock stopped. 3rd down and short from inside the 5-yard line. Could you script it any better than this, Chris?
23 seconds to go. Hey, what was my big, bold prediction?
The winning score would come in the last 30 seconds.
Well,
and the tying score could come in the last 30 seconds.
Not going to be a winning score, but it might be a tying score.
Overtime counts.
If the Lakers can get in the end zone.
How about what do you do if you punch it in for 2? You've got to be thinking of that.
Oh, yeah.
3rd down, less than a yard. Paxton to Laurent, up the middle in the end zone, touchdown, Lakers, 12 seconds to go. And we are a 2-point conversion away from the Lakers pulling off the impossible, doing the improbable, but they have to convert on a 2-point conversion, Chris.
Yeah, that's right. We've got 12 seconds to go in the game. Lakers score, and here's their chance, 2-point conversion to tie it up.
Exact same thing you just did. Put it in the hands of your leader and let him find the end zone.
Here we go.
Ball game on the line, 34-32. Paxton to Laurent, the all-state selection, empty backfield. Now Jace Nicholas in motion. To Laurent, takes the snap. Throws, and it is caught! The 2-point conversion is good! Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness, Chris. Paxton to Laurent just made the play of his career.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, and look at this place rattle. How about a game of the year, partner?
That was unbelievable. You know what? DeLaurent, he is amazing at that, amazing at buying time and finding somebody in the end zone. I didn't think there was anybody there.
Looked like it could be picked.
$34-34.
12 seconds on the clock, Chris, and with the way the Lakers have struggled on special teams, you better believe that Coach Shore has something planned to make sure that not only does Braden Lidgard not get a chance to return this football, but you don't give them an opportunity to set them up for a late Hail Mary.
Right, yeah, absolutely. The Lakers kickoff team has struggled in this one. And the last time, just before the half, if you remember, they did the squib kick and gave the Zizzers the ball at midfield with kind of a shot at the end zone. They don't want to do that again.
Wow, Chris.
Incredible, isn't it?
Could be the high school game of my life. We've had some amazing ones here. You said the game-winning score would take place in the final 30 ticks. How about the game score, tying score and 2-point conversion, partner?
Yeah, incredible.
Big-time kickoff. It's another squib, short one, fielded at about the 35, up to the 43-yard line. Tackle made on the play by number 15, Jeremiah Bell. 7 seconds left and 1 timeout. So, Chris, what you're going to see West Plains do here is a quick hitter about 10 or 12 yards, burn their last timeout, and try to set themselves up for one shot at the end zone.
Probably so, yeah. And they have the ability to throw the ball down the field, as we saw in the third quarter on a long 3rd down, a broken play where the Zizzers, picked up a huge play out of nowhere. So they have that ability. Lakers will go into a prevent defense to try and make sure it doesn't happen.
Thanks for bearing with us tonight, ladies and gentlemen, through all of our technical difficulties, our screaming, our interference. You've stuck with us here on Lake TV, and we're proud to bring you this game. Here's Connor Rackley, the throw over the outstretched hands of Jace Nicholas. And Chris, how about a pick six as time expires?
Hey, we've seen everything else in this game.
Your prediction would have come true.
I'm not sure why that couldn't happen. Although at this point, the Zizzers will probably, try a Hail Mary or maybe just take a knee and go to overtime.
And we've got bonus coverage coming up if overtime is in the cards. Last play from regulation, 34-34. 2 seconds left on the clock.
They just took a knee.
And that concludes regulation, 34-34. And Chris, I mean, we knew it was going to be a heck of a ball game. We knew that it was going to be 2 teams that were going to fight to the very end, but I don't think you could have drawn it up any better than this.
You know, it's interesting because, you know, this is not a be-all, end-all game for either one of these teams. This isn't the playoffs. This is a regular season game, and yeah, the conference title might be on the line down the road, but these 2 teams very easily could meet in the playoffs again. So in that sense, it's not a be-all, end-all. Both of these teams can come out of this saying we did certain things right, and, you know, the Lakers really have won this game in a lot of different ways.
Oh, yeah.
A couple of big plays that have gone West Plains' way is the only reason they're on top of the scoreboard right now.
Let's talk about the rules of high school football in Missouri in overtime.
Absolutely.
Chris.
What are those rules?
So each team will start with the football at the 25-yard line, I believe. They will get an opportunity to score. If they get a field goal or a touchdown, the other team gets an opportunity. So whoever's on defense first, you want to get the stop and find a way to score points. I believe that's the way overtime works.
I guess we'll find out here in just a couple of minutes. I will say this, both these teams are gassed.
I'm gassed, Chris.
Both these teams are worn out. So overtime will be interesting. The Lakers defense is worn out trying to stop that incredible power run game of West Plains. West Plains is worn out trying to keep up with that incredible throwing offense of the Lakers. The Lakers offense is tired, as you saw in that last drive. The only people who might not be completely worn out is the West Plains offense, but a lot of those guys go both ways, so they're probably pretty worn out as well.
Yeah, that's a good point as this game has went on. So many possessions for each team. And Chris, we got to touch on the fact that the Lakers looked dead in the water. They were down 8, and it was the Zizzers who had it 1st and 10 with 3 minutes to go inside the 15. Camdenton somehow found a way to not only hold them to 4th down, then it was a bad snap on the field goal attempt, no good, and then one Paxton DeLaurent led the way with 2+ minutes to go, took over at his own 13-yard line, took him 87 yards, took it into the house on his legs, and then made one of the most circus-like 2-point conversions you'll ever see, and we're dead knotted at 34, and we've got bonus coverage of high school football.
Well, and if you go back and you look at the scoring in this game, first quarter was a track meet. We had 5 touchdowns in the first quarter alone, right? Things kind of settled down a little bit after that, but really after the first quarter, the Camdenton Lakers have outplayed West Plains. Now, there's a couple of things that have gone in West Plains' favor that kind of trumped that. There was a kickoff return for a touchdown, 95 yards, and there was a pick 6. So those 14 points, if it wasn't for those 14 points, the score quite easily right now could be 34-20.
Right.
So, you know, those plays for West Plains has been huge. It's given them a bit of an advantage. Really, other than that, the Lakers have basically outplayed them, although it's still kind of difficult to say that because this West Plains team is so good with that power offense. I mean, they're a wrecking crew with that power offense running game, and really, really tough to stop.
No doubt about it, Chris. It'll be interesting to see here. 2 captains meeting at midfield. I honestly am unsure how high school football overtime works. I remember last year at West Plains, we thought we were or at Webb City, we thought we were going to overtime.
Right.
Then we didn't. So we'll get an opportunity, the head and tails between the 2 quarterbacks. Camdenton wins the toss, and they are going to
Probably go on defense first, which they are, because it looks like the Zizzers are choosing which side of the field they wanna play on.
So Camdenton will be on defense first. Ryan Mawson, the leader of the Laker defense, puts his helmet on at midfield, ready to go.
I tell you what, you got the two quarterbacks out there for the coin flip. The two guys, Lidgard's been huge for West Plains on offense, but I tell you what, that quarterback of theirs has been awesome too. Pretty incredible. And so now we get to see what overtime is all about. So if we understand it correctly, West Plains will probably go on offense first. The Lakers will be on defense, and then the Lakers will get a chance to respond to whatever West Plains does. Crowd getting up on their feet.
So West Plains, it is the 25-yard line they get the football at. Connor Rackley out of the shotgun.
And remember, the Zizzers don't have a very good kicking team.
Braden Lidgard, good up front. Blunking tries to get outside and will not. Colin Thomas says, no, sir.
Good stop. Good sportsmanship. Are you seeing these kids picking each other up? On that one of the Lakers that made the tackle helped Lidgard up off the field. Nice to see that sportsmanship.
No doubt, Chris, especially two perennial powerhouses, top 5 teams, deadlocked in a gridiron battle like this. Love seeing that.
$14, 13 seconds on the play clock as West Plains tries to get lined up.
Second down and 10 from the 25. Rackley throws the comeback too high. Looking for his man once again, and incomplete for Alan Marchuk.
And
he has 9 receptions so far. That would have been number 10.
Big third down again. It's 3rd down and 10. We're in overtime, and it's West Plains with the first possession so far. The Lakers defense up to the task, although it looks like we have an injury.
We do have an injured Laker, and that's Marcus Stephens once again. He has had a great game tonight, and he's battled through a couple of small injuries.
Yeah.
So we'll keep an eye on him, Chris. But here's your situation. 3rd down and 10 from the 25-yard line. Camdenton, they want to try to get a stop, and then it's on their offense. If they can punch it in, ball game if they get a stop.
Yep. And remember that this Zizzers team is not confident at all in their field goal kicker for good reason. And so if they don't get much significant yardage here on 3rd down, it almost makes sense that they're going to try to go for it on 4th down.
Oh, for sure, and especially from this far out, we saw him attempt what would have been a 29-yard field goal. We really never got to see the leg of their place kicker. It was an errant snap. Almost looked like a design play, like a Statue of Liberty almost. The high snap bounced right into the hands of the kicker, and he was dead in the water. And Marcus Stephens looks shaken up, so we'll stay with you, or actually we'll take a commercial break. We'll be right back on Lake TV after this.
This is your home, your car, and you want to give them the protection they deserve. With home and auto insurance.
This is your Lake Area State Farm agent, Marcus Sikora, and I would love to be the one you trust for your insurance needs.
And we're back here, 3rd down and 10 and overtime. There's no time on the clock. It's timeless. We could go all night, Chris.
Yeah, let's hope that doesn't happen.
Chris, what do you mean? You don't want to hang out till 4 in the morning? 3rd down now. Braden Lidgard to Lair, a little misdirection play. Oh, what a tackle by Jace Nicholas coming from the secondary. Stops him after a modest gain of 5, and if he doesn't, Lair scores.
Yeah, he had some open running room in front of him, and now we've got 4th and 5, and again, are they going to try to kick a field goal, or are they going to go for it on 4th down? We've had about 15 plays of the game in this one, and here's another one.
4th down and 5. Ball at the 20-yard line just outside the Marcus Sikora State Farm red zone. Connor Rackley with an outstanding night thus far. 4th down and 5. Can the Laker defense get a stop? Here comes Lidgard in motion. It's going to be Rackley up the middle. He will be stopped on downs, and the Lakers have an opportunity with a score of any kind to win this game.
That's right. So the Lakers get the ball at the 25. Any kind of score will win the game. So if they can pick up a little yardage and kick a field goal, they would win it. I'm not sure what kind of range the field goal kicker has. Are they in range now?
They're close. Luke Galbraith has an outstanding leg. This would be 42 yards from here. You want to be 32 or in with Luke's distance. He can hit 45 yards, but not consistently. You want to be 32, 33 to really feel like it's a realistic shot.
Now, the last time the Lakers had the ball, they went down the entire field, scored a touchdown and two-point conversion.
It's going to be an illegal substitution against the Zizzards, so that's going to be a free 5 yards. 1st down and 5 from the 20-yard line, and the Lakers, they have it inside the Marcus Sikora State Farm red zone. 1st down and 5 here in overtime, and again, any score ends the game at this point for either team.
So that just moves the ball a little bit closer if they have to try a field goal to win it. It looks like they're going into their power run game.
Play action, wide open into the end zone, and he waited too long. That's on Paxton Lauren. He had him from the get-go wide open. Alan Marchuk made a great play to get back and make a stop, but Paxton Lauren missed his man.
Yeah, he did, and I mean, he was late getting the pass off, but he also just kind of lobbed it up there and gave the defender a chance to get back there. If he would have zipped it in there, it probably would have been a touchdown.
Lucky it wasn't intercepted, Chris.
Yeah, but we got a 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. I love the call. This time it's Faulkner trying to get outside. He's inside the 20, down to about the 16-yard line. Excellent effort by Jaden Faulkner, the junior. He's down to the 16-yard line. It's going to bring up a huge 3rd down and 1.
Yeah, he picks up 4 yards, and that's another 4 yards closer if they have to go for a game-winning field goal. But, of course, they've got a 3rd and 1. If they pick up a 1st down, they can keep trying to march it closer and closer.
3rd and 1, you got to see if I'm Coach Shore, which obviously I'm not. I spread it out and let Paxton take it up the middle. And that also works. Paxton Laurent again. Going to be a 1st down on the Ozark Holmes and Laurie penalty marker. It's an offside, and Paxton Laurent continues to show us how he is a man playing against boys.
Yeah, and another 5 yards closer. The thing that the Lakers need to be really careful about right now, they don't want to take a sack, they don't want penalties, and they cannot have a turnover.
No doubt about it, Chris. You almost don't even want to touch on that. 1st down and 10 from the 12. Eli Griffin in the backfield. He gets the carry. Inside the 10, down to about the 7. The 2 frontmen here for the Lakers. You've got number 43, Ryan Mawson, as now Faulkner is going to spell Eli Griffin. Going to bring up 2nd down
and 7
from the 9-yard line, Chris. The Lakers are right there. They are just moments away from winning one of the most exciting ball games ever played here at the Jaws of Death.
If they are able to pull this out, it would be one of the more improbable comeback wins.
The Laurent pitches outside to Faulkner, who gets inside. Oh, it looked like he took the wrong route. He's going to be taken down at about the 6-yard line. We'll give him 3 yards, going to bring up 3rd down and 4 from the 6. Chris, looks like if he'd have bounced it outside, he may have had the score, but easier said than done from up here.
It looked like he did have a lane out there, but it's kind of tough to see that sometimes. And Sometimes, I mean, maybe they might have been told, hey, just keep it up inside and hang on to the ball. He hung on to the ball, and that's the most important thing at this stage.
If you're West Plains and you don't win this game, this could really be a tough loss. And it looks like we're going to get a timeout here as we'll take a short commercial break. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back on Lake TV. It's overtime between the Camdenton Lakers and West Plains Scissors. We'll be right back after this.
Hi, this is Kendall Surdike, and at Surdike Yamaha, we have been selling and serving the Ozarks for almost 50 years. We've learned during that time that our customers expect the best in their Yamahas, with same-day service and even courtesy loaner units. That is why at Surdike Yamaha, you receive 1 year of free scheduled maintenance with every new and used recreational Yamaha bought. You can have more fun with your Yamaha boats and wave runners that are assembled right here in the USA and won't have to worry about maintenance costs for the first year because it is on us.
You ride on a reputation.
And welcome back, folks. It's bonus coverage of high school football here live on Lake TV, and I can't remember a game this exciting. We're in overtime. The Lakers already held West Plains Scissors on downs. They've got it 3rd down and 5 from the 7-yard line.
Yeah, they could pick up a first down here, or they can just move the ball closer to a possible game-winning field goal try.
Inside the Marcus Sikora State Farm red zone. 3rd down and 5. They've got the big package in there to Laurent. Other way and inside the 5 and not going to get the first down, but that's okay. From the 5-yard line, here's an opportunity for number 24. One of the most memorable Lakers in the history of the program, Luke Galbraith. He deserves an opportunity to make a big-time kick. This would qualify as a big-time kick.
Remember, he had a PAT blocked earlier in this game.
A big-time PAT that proved costly. However, Chris, if that PAT wasn't blocked, they probably aren't trying the 2-point late in the game, and he maybe would have made it. So still a huge miss. Luckily for the Lakers, you'll have to remember that circus-like 2-point conversion they were able to convert.
Well, and as they go into this field goal try to try and win the game, hopefully they learn from that blocked PAT earlier what they need to do in this blocking scheme to keep West Plains out of there.
You see all of Camden County Sheriff's Deputy Police Department on scene. They were all called in. This is a capacity crowd on Camdenton's side, and you see the barriers. There could be a plan to rush the field, Chris, and it would be a good game to do that if you're going to do that at the high school level, right?
Well, you know what? This is a one-of-a-kind game. It's been one of the probably one of the top high school games in Missouri in a long, long time, and it's just week 3 of the season. It's pretty amazing.
And folks, don't go anywhere here on our Facebook page. We will have our Surdike Yamaha post-game show streaming live to our Facebook page, so make sure you stay tuned. But first, Luke Galbraith, an opportunity to send the Lakers home winners right here at Bob Shore Stadium. With the hold, it's Mason Draper. The hold, the kick is up. It's high enough, it's long enough, it's good, and the Camdenton Lakers have done it. They come all the way back, 8 points, backs against the wall. They push it into overtime and get the stop, and Luke Galbraith from 22 yards out. Good for you, young man. Lakers win. We'll be right back on Lake TV. Hold on, we'll stay right with you. Coach Shore, happy. Let's stay on the field to show you this celebration, folks. Oh, baby Chris, what a ball game, buddy. Oh, my goodness.
this phone and just come down here with the phone.
Over here. We'll sign off and be right back with our post-game show presented by Shootout Yamaha. Did it do the turn thing?
Yeah.
So we got to finish. We're going to come back. It's your Shootout Yamaha, tag Shootout post-game show.
Who's your player?
Zach, come here. Have Zach hold the phone. Have Zach hold the phone.
Yeah, go get.
Who's our player?
Yes, Luke Galbraith. Is it Galbraith or Galbraith? It's Galbraith.
Brett Edson and the staff at Allie Home and Howe Funeral Home are proud supporters of Camdenton Laker Athletics, and we wish all of our student athletes the best of luck in the upcoming season.
When was the last time you looked at Central Bank? Really looked.
Right here. Stay close to me, because we're going to have to pick up the audio.
We're not live. We're going to do everything else down here.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, tell Chris he can go if he wants to.
Hey, Brendan, take down, and when you get down to the booth, tell Chris to sit down.
Built on teamwork, pride, work ethic, and sportsmanship. And that's resulted in to service customers and manufacturing the very best programs in our industry. Laker season
Dude, killer, man. So proud of you, dude. You made a ridiculous catch. You keep this night alive for you guys and make defensive plays all night. Dude, hell yeah. You'll never forget that. You'll never forget that. Awesome. We hope to see you all out there.
Following week will be homecoming as we take on Hillcrest.
Where do you bring it, Marcus? Now back here for our Shootout Yamaha post-game show. It's our player of the game, Luke Galbraith. You've had a lot of big moments in your Laker career. We all know how last year ended. What does this mean for you tonight?
I hope that everybody can forgive me from last year. From this, I feel like it'd be a good redemption. But I want to thank Paxton. I wouldn't have been able to be in that position without him making that clutch two-point conversion. But I just want to thank Laker Nation for sticking with me.
Well, you're one of our favorite Lakers of all time. It could have happened to anybody, and guess what? You bounce back and you respond. Huge start to the way you've kicked in the football this season, and tonight, you're the reason your team's victorious. Your leg puts you guys to 3-0. What's it mean?
No words.
No
They're
words?
just emotions. I love this team. I don't want to play with anybody else.
Awesome. Luke Galbraith, tonight's player of the game. You won't meet a better young man. We'll be right back after this. Good job, Luke. Thanks, man. Thank you. Actually, we'll stay right here with you for your Shootout Yamaha postgame show. We're going to try to have Coach Jeff Shore over here. But, boy, what a night for football here at the Jaws of Death. It went back and forth all night, and it looks like Coach Shore. So we're going to head this way. Follow us this way as we're here on Facebook Live. Gonna go find Coach Jeff Shore. We can get the team meeting. We'll bring it to you right here live.
Let's go!
moment right there. Head coach Jeff Shore, #1 quarterback in the state of Missouri. Paxton DeLaurent, we're going to grab him real quick for you. Paxton, get over here if we could grab you real quick. My man, obviously we know you throw farther than me and a lot tougher than me. What's tonight's game mean to you?
It's just so much confidence. Like, just everyone, this community, they're rallied around us. We had such a great outing, and we're just a confident team now. We can do anything.
Tonight's player of the game, Luke Galbraith. What did that mean to you personally, watching your good buddy kick the game-winning field goal?
He teared up, and he was telling me after the game, like, he was like, I couldn't have done that without you, but like, I'm just so happy for him. Like, we all know how last season ended, and that's got to be in the back of his mind. Like, he says it's not, but like, he proved it's probably not in the back of his mind. He drove that down the middle, probably 50 feet in the air. That was right through.
Talk about the absolute ability to overcome adversity. You guys had to have felt like you didn't get the calls tonight, felt like a couple things didn't go your way, and you were backed up against a wall. Your defense down 8. They had it 1st and goal to go. How'd you guys come out with a victory?
Our defensive coaching staff put us in the greatest position. Like, we've been practicing for West Plains for 2 weeks now. We were ready for that goal line. Like, we mentally we were ready, and our guys made plays. Like, that's why we're one of the best teams in the state. Our defense is, defense wins championships, and they're doing amazing.
Well, the defense isn't alone. Paxton DeLaurent, the #1 quarterback in the state of Missouri. They're flying high, 3-0, and the sky's the limit. Pax, go get him, my man. We'll see you later in the season.
Thank you.
We're going to stay right here. We got Coach Jeff Shore coming on here momentarily. He's a popular man. He's got family and fans. He's probably shaking hands and kissing babies, and here he is after all that. Coach Jeff Shore. Coach, I know you're got to be out of breath. You got to be excited, but sum that up for us.
Little Laker magic, baby. They put that purple helmet on. You've seen it. I've been following it since '75, obviously, when I was first here as a young pup. And I tell you, it's just they're never out of it. It's crazy. And I tell you, I want to mention Coach Edson, Brett Edson, our kicking coach. Fabulous job of getting those guys ready to go. We had that one block on the extra point. That kid got a jump on it. He was reading our deal. He changed our snap count up on it, so they got no they got no rush that next one. And then, man, Luke he just split him, man. He kicked it with a vengeance, and he took it out on that ball. He nailed it. You know what I mean? So all I told him was sideline, just kick it hard, man. Who cares? Just kick it hard. And he just absolutely bombed it and just split him. So I'm real happy for him.
Let's talk about your team's ability to overcome adversity, because there were some times tonight you guys got called for a pretty rough personal foul to the head. Yeah. Felt like you guys got a couple of those and really didn't seem to go your way, but it didn't matter. No. Your team found a way to battle and come out with a W.
That's a really great point, Will. It seemed like we just could not catch a break all night long. It seemed like we kept catching the bullets, between the penalty calls and the turnover deal, battle, we just couldn't seem to catch a break. Had a guy sacked back there on 4th down, couldn't get it done. Just stuff like that. But our kids just kept battling. They really did. They did a fantastic job. And our student section, unbelievable tonight, as always. But I love when they moved all down to this end. West Plains picked that end to play the overtime because away from our students. Well, our students moved down there, and it's a huge factor, Really got our guys pumped up and really helped us hold them there in that overtime. And also, hey, you got to mention the snapper and holder. Those are nerve-wracking jobs. I actually held in college as a holder, and your snapper on that was Jason Nicholas, and your holder was Mason Draper. Perfect snap, perfect hold, and that is a tough job. You talk about some nerves, And for those guys to do such a good job on that, so Luke could split them was fantastic.
And you saw how tough of a job that is, because West Plains had an opportunity to basically put the game away, and they couldn't execute the snap and the hold. Now, Coach, 2 things I want to touch on. First, the drive to end the first half. You guys got the ball with 6 minutes left, and you brought out the power set, and you were able to eat 6 minutes off the clock and score right before the half. Was that really the plan, I guess?
Yeah, well, first of all, the huge key on that was we just trying to get some field position, mainly keep our defense off the field. We'd gone 3 and out the previous 2 drives, and our defense has found its feet. Was playing pretty good. Really, you had they had a nice drive to start out with, and they had the kickoff return. And we'd kind of found our feet on defense, and so we're just trying to get a little drive going there. And Jaden Faulkner, man, he good job. Him and Eli both ran their tails off, and so we were able to punch it out there a little bit, and then get out there. We thought we could maybe go and score, and we did. So that was a huge deal. Pax played great, kept battling. Oh my gosh, there's so many guys you could talk about. And our defense really got their feet underneath them and played really good as the game went on. And so, I was really proud of them too. And by overtime, we just, I don't know if we had the momentum. We just played really well.
And, one of the biggest things I saw tonight, you guys were backed up against a wall. You were down 8 points. They added first and a goal-to-go situation, and it looked like ball game's going to be over. Somehow this defense, like they always seem to do, found a way to give Paxton the offense a chance, and they did.
They did, and we used our timeouts well there. We kind of got a good second down stop. We had 2 left, so we were able to stop them there and obviously make a great goal line stand there. And like you said, I think it was the field goal. Wasn't that the field goal they missed? I can't remember.
It was an extra point.
Yeah, or whichever one. I can't remember now. But so yeah, get it back, and what was it, a 90-yard drive or so? The end of it. Yeah.
2.5 minutes.
2.5 minutes. The great thing about our offense is we never have to practice 2-minute offense because we're in it all the time.
That's right.
So you're not in a panic situation there. So in the old days, I'd have felt, man, that's going to be tough. We felt like it was doable. I mean, it was, we weren't counting on it, but we definitely felt like we set a fighting chance. And so we kept throwing it out there, and, Paxton did a great job. You saw how tired they got. We were dogging too, but, we just kind of outlasted them. We were actually in a little better shape. And towards that last drive, I mean, they weren't getting any rush. Everybody's kind of standing around. Everybody's dog tired, and we just ended up getting it done. Coop with a great catch for the 2-point conversion. My nephew, by the way. So proud of that.
Hope you guys know that.
Yeah. So as Cooper on that one. So, man, Jace Nicholas played a great game both ways. I just keep on talking. Mason Kenny did a fantastic job. I don't know, too many guys to mention. It was a great team win, and once again, happy. And what a great kick for Luke Galbraith. He really stepped up and got it done.
Coach, hey, man, congratulations.
Guys,
we know there's 1,000 people that want to see you, so we'll let you go. Thank you so much,
Awesome.
And congratulations.
Awesome, guys. Thanks for being here.
Absolutely. That's Camdenton head coach Jeff Shore, and we're going to sign off here from Bob Shore Stadium. It's the Surdyke Yamaha post-game show here from Bob Shore Stadium, the Jaws of Death, your final in overtime. 37-34, Camdenton, second-ranked team in the state, beats the 5th-ranked team in the state, West Plains. For our entire crew here at Lake TV, roughing the elements, overcoming the obstacles to bring you this game on Facebook, I'm William Holtz. Until next time, good night and God bless.